I'm just looking, going, why does it say we're hosting someone else?
Alrighty.
Are we
I just stopped. Or I just started.
Okay.
We're recording though, right? So.
Oh, we've been recording the whole time.
Yeah. Hey.
And then
have to.
And then there was chaos.
I have a clarifying question.
Yes.
If Azim is a man of God and a witch, does that make him a man-witch of God? Hey-o.
Boo.
Get off the stage.
Hey, yeah, it's been working great. Dave just said it's working great now. We've been RPing and playing for like, I don't know,
10 minutes?
10 minutes. Because we didn't realize when Stu restarted
that he turned everything off.
I restarted it, but I didn't actually start it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were just ready probably to move to a next theme, but just to recap, everybody listening will understand what's going on, but because the recording was happening.
Yeah, the recording will be fine.
But basically it was Azim and Adeste at the campfire.
Having a philosophical discussion.
Having a philosophical
religious
discussion because Adeste is, quite confused about what is up with that wall of fire that showed up in the mayor's, in that room. And she's kind of leaning towards there had to be a witch in that room, and that because of the mayor's behavior and certain other things that it would seem like that witch is potentially in his employ, if not himself.
Right.
And Azim is being very helpful in
Yes.
identifying who that person is.
Right, and trying to convince Adeste, who thinks he's, just being polite.
A lot of philosophical discussion about swords and tools being used, and
Isn't magic just a tool?
is hammer just a hammer, and except when you hit somebody with a head,
And he's saying, he's basically was trying to convince her that God created all things isn't magic cool, and she's like, no, God, created Lucifer too, but he knew when to give him the boot.
pretty much that high school discussion you get when you get really high with your friends, and you're like,
and you think you're super
nobody's
super
ever
deep,
thought this before.
Yeah. It's the best.
These are all original thoughts that no one has ever had.
But
Ever.
Because
don't do drugs, kids.
I am so wise.
Yeah.
I'm legally obligated to say kids don't do drugs. That's
Yeah.
I'm not legally obligated except that I have 5 children, so don't do drugs.
Yeah.
Give them to us.
So there we are.
give them to an adult.
If you do drugs,
Give them to an
be
adult
smart.
who can decide what to do with them.
Yeah.
Who is of the legal age to decide what to do with them.
So I don't know if we're going back to
No.
the fancy hotel.
No.
So you guys are,
Yeah,
meanwhile, back at the fancy
Well,
hotel.
we're just
it's
having,
not fancy, but
we're having a
it's
meal, I suppose.
Yeah, is this the
Yeah.
kind of place where there's like rooms upstairs and tavern downstairs?
Sure.
And, one thing that might go towards getting us some goodwill in this town, which, the more contacts we can make here, the better, is if you told one of your stories.
I agree.
Everybody loves your stories.
I was thinking that after I would sit down and I would entertain by the fireside if we could.
I
Maybe
think
a good way to make some extra cash,
I
too.
think the humans would love to hear a story of orcs and orc bravery,
Okay?
because they haven't heard a lot of those stories.
I think we should.
And you're so good at telling them.
Well, that's, it's my job.
Oh, and so you guys missed this part too, because Dave just reminded me. We actually did a drink. We'll do another one on camera.
Oh, yeah.
For Circuito.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We'll double up.
Huzzah.
Because we sorely needed it after the technical difficulties.
Yes.
So thank you. And we were super excited, and I made it rain. Made it rain with all the help of players. So Stu decided, because you guys didn't know, that help a player in this game is...
it'll be 3 moments of truth. So
Yeah.
three tokens rather.
It's really
than
generous.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Which
you were...
is it's a big deal.
It is a freaking big deal.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And you guys know from last time, how helpful those can be.
Right.
'Cause
Oh, they can turn a not win situation into a winning.
It's so powerful, he named the game after it.
Yeah. So just to clarify, you can use one to add a die to your roll, add a scene detail, or add or create an NPC.
Yeah, but they have a different cost.
Yeah.
Like like you can add each one gives you a die. I think 3 gives you an NPC,
and
2
for
gives
the
you a
scene
detail.
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
and they're right on the... There.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
what I was looking at. Just to make
Cool.
sure I had that right. That's exciting. So, while we're eating and preparing for, if he's going to announce a story or something, I want to have at least a couple rounds where I'm buying people drinks. I don't know how many people are in here, but
probably 8.
Yeah,
so maybe 10.
That's probably not very expensive for me to buy a couple rounds. Just so, because I imagine we're also the only orcs.
Yes, you are in fact the only orcs in this place.
Maybe in town right now.
There is a few.
Yeah,
there are a few. There's actually a few residents.
Oh, really?
Residents,
okay.
yeah.
Well, we'll want to make contact with them eventually too.
Pull up an ale. Here's my tale while I spout forth this dog roll. The Battle of Ale. I won the Battle of the Cup today. I won the Battle of the Cup. I raced it up and drank it down. I won the Battle of the Cup. I won the Battle of the Jug today. I won the Battle of the Jug. I raced it up and I drank it down. I won the Battle of the Jug. I won the Battle of the Barrel today. I won the Battle of the Barrel. I raced it up and I drank it down. I won the Battle of the Barrel. I lost the Battle of Ale today. I lost the Battle of Ale. I drank it up and put me down. I lost the Battle of Ale. Huzzah!
Ooh, clank, clank, clank.
Now I'm going to play the pipe and tabor.
Okay.
Some orcish folk tunes. Yep.
Okay. Very French.
Very nice.
Excellent.
The people are reacting well.
Oh, good. Excellent. I'll see if I can take requests. I learned a couple of tunes. Maybe I didn't. I was pretty hammered.
Well, you probably. I would imagine most people who play something in this era are probably have very good ears, and they can probably hear something once and approximate it.
All right.
Again, so you can probably stuff that you did hear over at the Fancy Pants house.
I'll approximate those. See what I can
probably
do.
absolutely do that.
Cool. And I'll.
I was going to ask for your iPad so I could draw.
Sorry, I'm using it, sweetness.
And donations are graciously.
Wow, she
accepted.
looked really dejected when she left.
She might have to draw on paper.
I know, right?
That is the dejection that only a teenager can
Right.
experience.
The slumped
One
shoulders.
with pink and purple hair.
One
Yeah.
with pink and purple hair?
Which I approve of, by the way.
Me too.
She loves drawing on this thing because with the Apple Pen, it's
Oh, yeah. that's-
amazing. It's like drawing. They $1,000 worth of technology to make it seem like you're drawing with a pencil
I mean,
on
she
paper.
on
Wait.
Can, yeah, she could have my pencil if she wants.
But you can actually draw on paper.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I got that.
right.
Is that also a $1,000 pad?
No.
Oh, that's
See, there's a problem.
Yeah.
It's expensive for
You
what
were
it
like-
is. It was $20.
We're undercharged.
Not really, no.
That scene from Saving Private Ryan, where well, I can't do anything with my typewriter. How am I supposed to write anything? And he goes,
that's
Oh my
funny.
God.
Okay. The people kind of warm up to you, and you get. I forgot what our money was. The
I
lowest
have it
thing
written
is
down.
an ass.
Ass.
What's the next thing up from
Ass,
ass?
Denari.
Zane, and
And
Sue.
Sue.
Oh, Denari Sue. Yeah.
Oh, you get about probably about 15 asses by the end of the night because people start kind of wandering in. Word
Sue
kinda-
Denari, nice, yeah.
So you get about 15 asses,
Cool.
and they people kind of start wandering in and are listening. Right? It's like Taint in L5R. It's the same.
No, I was thinking he gets 5 denarii and 1 ass.
I went out and played last night, and I picked up a great amount of tail.
Would you say it got 15?
Just ass.
Yes.
Never ceases to be funny.
It's great.
Okay. So, when you guys are you guys are out like in the outskirts camping.
On the edge of the forest, I thought.
Okay, right.
Right.
Because I mean, basically, there's like a whole valley area, and it's pretty filled. Right. There's the city proper with the walls around it, but there's a lot of city that spills out beyond that.
Oh, I'm sure there are people living, not terribly far away.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. But you notice, like when you're about ready to go to sleep, kind of even farther on the outskirts from where you are, you see like the glow on the horizon of a fire is definitely a fire.
A fire as in a campfire. A fire,
A fire
as
is
in
in
a
a
building.
big fire.
As in a building on fire.
More like the latter, less like not like a little campfire. If it's a campfire, it's a huge campfire.
I will point
where
this
they're
out
where
to
they're throwing houses on it,
Like a camp is on fire.
perhaps.
I will point this out to Adeste.
It's a
Oh, don't do that.
Fire.
She'll think a witch did it.
house fire. A house on fire. The roof.
We can't really
the
see
roof-
what we can't see what
The roof is on fire.
it's far enough away where you can't see what it is that's burning, but you can definitely
But
see
it's
that
a
glow.
large.
It's a large fire.
It's not a campfire. It's,
No, you can see that. You know, I don't know if you've ever been near a fire, like a forest fire or something.
Yeah, they're burning witches.
Yeah.
It's you can see the
glow.
reflection
Yeah.
of the flames on the overcast. You know what I'm talking about? It gets that sort of like this
That
orange
sooty orange
glow.
look.
Are you saying it's the Saturday night witch burning campfire with s'mores?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
could
down.
be.
How do you think s'mores were invented?
A little further out of town. That's what it. Or does it look like it's in town proper?
No, it's way farther out on the
Far,
outskirts
far.
than you guys are.
But like, how far would it be for us to get there?
It would take you a while,
It's like
probably
a
half
mile,
hour.
or
Yeah,
is it-
probably half hour to get there, maybe.
Perhaps we should go into town to let them know.
We're in the same thing. You guys are in the stable of the inn
No.
that we were at.
No, they're
That was
new.
the first night.
Oh, that was only the first night?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
because-
outside of
and then
town.
we stayed at the fancy
Okay. Sorry.
merchant house, and then now we're kind of outside of town at just camping.
Okay.
Because we were very uncomfortable at the merchant house.
Well, I don't spend money on stuff like that.
Oh, I would have paid for your
Yes.
room. I didn't realize that's what was happening.
Yeah, vows of poverty.
Oh,
Yep.
pay attention to that next time.
So that's what she thinks they should notify people. in town.
No, go let the guards at the gate know,
Yes.
and then probably try to go see if we can help people.
Indeed. Let's go quickly. So we're outside of the gates of.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're way outside.
So
You guys probably are too. I mean, most of the area inside the walls at this point is, unless you're staying in a really nice place.
Not necessarily, just a place that's nice enough. You know,
Okay, it's-
actually, what she'd be looking for is the most kind of foot trafficy place, like the place that's going to be popular that people come to at night for a drink and a song or
Okay.
something like that.
So it's probably outside the walls, but maybe near the main entrance,
Yeah.
the main gates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fairly close. There.
So you guys can probably, someone comes in and mutters and says, "Hey, did you guys say there's a
There's a
fire?
fire! Fire!
There's fire at the mill." No.
Yeah.
What, Lassie? The house is on fire?
The roof?
sweet.
The roof? Roof?
The wolf?
Yeah, the roof is on fire.
I said DiMaggio?
How come no one's ever done that song before?
The wolf is on fire?
Yeah. Roof.
You can mash that up with Who Let the Dogs Out?
Right, exactly.
Right.
Please, nobody do that.
Yeah. That's
Oh, no.
Wait.
No, that's going to be in your Facebook
He
feed
means
by
do it.
by
I just
sunup.
I said it out loud.
If I didn't have a game, I'd go record it right now. I have dogs. I can get all the samples
Yeah,
of
you
barking I
can.
need.
Until you ask them to.
it'll go viral.
That's true.
Right, and then Dahlia will look at you like,
What? I never bark.
All I have to do is wait until there's a raccoon
Possum
or
or
a
something.
or a possum up there.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well-
so yeah, you
Okay.
guys hear that someone comes in and says, "There's a fire out there."
Oh, that's okay. Well, I think we should go. If we can help, we should.
Is it in town? I mean, I'm just getting warmed up here. I'm
Yeah.
just making money. I think we should stay here and.
Well, look, I got them warmed up for you. You got everyone drinking. You could stay and keep doing the song, but anything we can do that makes us look better. This is in Orcish, by the way. If we can help people out, we need all the contacts we can get in this town.
Okay. All right, let's find out a little bit more about this fire before we just go charging off. I mean, if it's in town, then perhaps we can help. But I mean, if it's out in a field or something, it's some farmer's problem. I don't think. I mean, I'm making money here.
Well, look, why don't you stay and I'll go check on it.
All right. Well, let me know if you need help.
All right.
He's like, Cora, I think we've been here too long. These people are totally changing you.
No, she just sees it as a PR opportunity.
I'm doing PR. I'm meeting
Yeah, yeah.
people. I'm
It's a
entertaining. I'm learning
different
some
PR
songs.
opportunity.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
anybody here knows any tunes, if you have something to play, please come and teach me. Teach me. I would love to. We'll play together. We'll do duets.
Okay.
Let me know if I can help me, sister.
All right.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, what was that?
Oh, some guy comes up with a
Strike it
whistle.
up, Tabor. I don't think I'm familiar with that one. How does it go?
I think I played that before the show. Okay, so you start heading out. That
Yeah.
way.
I really need to buy a horse. I know. It's a lot of running around.
It is a lot of running around. Long distances.
Okay. And you guys basically go to the gate to make sure the guards know. And as you're starting to head that way, you can see some guards are out rushing in that direction. So you realize that.
Okay. Then we can go in that direction.
Okay. All right.
In the direction there of the fire, where the guards are headed. Perfect.
So you all
like
start.
this plan.
There's a kind of a mass, not a huge bunch of people, but there's a few people because most people don't stay up late. Most people go to bed very soon after sundown.
It's dark. You can't do anything.
Except ne'er-do-wells and bar crawlers.
True.
But
Who sit in bars and listen to barge?
It's kind of the earth people.
Everybody drank.
you head.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think
That's why they're public houses, right?
Yeah.
It's like kind of where they...
Even the
Yeah,
kids
that's
drank.
the
gathered.
pub.
You
That's
didn't
where-
drink the water,
Yeah.
so everybody got hammered and passed out. And it's dark and
Yep.
cold.
Well, a lot of the beer back then too wasn't even that strong. That's
Strong enough.
Yeah, well, it's 2-3% sometimes. So
and if you drink it every day,
Yeah.
it's not doing anything to you after
Right.
a
It
week.
does when you're 2.
Well, yeah, that's true. But
No, but if you start on the 2% when you're 2,
yeah,
by the time you're 5, you're smoking 3 packs a day.
Yeah.
right, exactly. See, I started Zachary on kombucha.
oh god,
Do you like kombucha?
There
Have
you
you ever
go.
tried it?
I've tried it. I don't care for it.
I mean, on a hot day when you're thirsty, it is the most quenching thing ever.
Huh.
It's incredible. But he loves it now, and I give him a little bit because
That's
it's
so
it's like
funny.
a fermented tea.
Yeah.
It's good. It's really good and probiotic. Anyway, so you guys head off that direction, and you spot them. They're kind of heading in the same direction as you.
Lumbering along.
And
Actually, I'm not too slow.
I was going to
I've
say,
got-
I imagine I have to try to keep
Yeah.
up because you guys are also a little bigger, right?
yeah, my move is 4.
Yeah, but we're ahead of them.
That's
Oh, true.
yeah.
We should
well,
be,
whoever
yeah.
came back to the gate, and then you took off from the gate. And
Yeah.
yeah.
It's probably not too far.
so when you start to approach, and it is a stable, like a building, a small one that's burning, and
Is there a well nearby?
yes, there is, and it looks like this is part of. There's another building, a larger building to the left, that is looks fairly large. It's 2 stories,
Okay.
and there's kind of a fencing around the whole area,
Okay.
and there's also a small chapel on the side.
What's Adeste doing?
I'm sorry, I missed the one key word. You said church?
There's a small
like a
chapel,
chapel.
on site as well.
Okay.
But it looks like a lot of it is
fire is-
garden and farm. A lot of the land is being used for gardens.
But what in particular is on fire? That's the
The
two-story?
No. The 2-story building is not on fire. The thing
Okay.
that's on fire is the stable.
Got it.
It's like,
Okay.
it's like a barn.
No, I'd definitely try. And are there people that are trying to put things out? Do they have
Yeah.
like a water chain thing going?
Well, most people are standing around watching.
Okay.
Jesus.
There is one guy over by the well trying to pull a bucket out.
I'm gonna grab 2. Are there a couple of kids?
Yes.
Okay, not physically grab, obviously.
Right.
I'm like, you 2, get buckets, as many as you can find.
Is there
And they run off.
a building? What's the closest building, or is this an isolated building? And is that why they're just letting it burn down?
No, it's close.
Okay.
It's close to this larger house
Okay.
structure.
Okay.
Then start herding the people to form a line between the well and
Okay.
the stable.
Okay.
And the person nearest the well, you start drawing water. When he draws water, hand it, and
Right.
try to get them to form a.
You must dampen the home, the structure. This building is lost.
When everyone
Keep the fire from spreading.
right. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Why do you think there was a fire?
It's dark. It's a bunch
Yeah.
of kids with buckets. What are they going to see?
That's not why I don't want to do this.
Adeste is actually
Go
going
around
to
the
be
other side of the
spending
building.
time, if it helps you. She's going to, if there is a
you haven't
blanket
recovered
or
yet, huh?
anything nearby, otherwise she would use
Yeah, what's the
an
worst that could happen?
article of clothing.
You're about to find out.
there's a woman comes running out of this house thing,
Yeah.
and she has about 35 children with her,
Yep.
and she's kind of
Crap.
Good.
trying to get them all out.
Okay.
Okay.
Literally, like it's
And
an
they were in
orphanage, or
the home-
oh,
in
okay.
the
Yeah,
home
like
structure.
literally, it's an orphanage.
Oh, okay. All right. I
In
thought
the little
maybe you were
house.
being
So-
hyperbolic.
No.
Okay.
What I'm going to do
I'll
is I'm
trade
going to
her
move
for-
while everyone's attention is focused. I'm going to move away and kind of like around the burning building
Okay.
because I want to.
Make it rain?
Fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of
And I'm
do.
not rubbing it. It's
Um,
just because it points in.
Want me to
So
fix that?
Yeah, because it needs to be away or it points into my garment
it's not
and
there.
it keeps
Jason,
doing little
wrong
rubs.
thing.
even though I'm
Dummy.
not in the-
Dummy McDummerton.
To get it clear of my beard.
Right. I mean, every time you look down, you hit it.
Yeah. By the way, if you've never caught your beard in your jacket zipper, I don't recommend it.
I've caught other things in zippers.
It's
well.
it's you're catching your beard in your jacket zipper is only slightly less bad than catching that other thing
Yes.
in your zipper.
Yeah. Yeah. It is certainly better than the other thing, but
I think
There's something
I think-
about Mary.
one of the
Yes.
most painful things. Here, try it that way.
Nice.
Is when you catch a mustache hair in like a,
oh
a
yeah,
soda can.
Yeah, the mustache hair is
that
real
will bring
delicate.
tears to
I
eyes.
will catch like beard hairs in my sunglasses
Oh yeah. When you
because
hook
I
them in
hang
your
them around.
shirt.
I hang them around my
Oh,
neck
oh.
Yeah.
when I'm inside, and then I'll go to grab them, and of course they will catch. It's like ow, ow.
Like butter.
Better?
It's perfect.
Um,
Yeah, because it points
okay,
away now.
I'm trying to find a spell. Hang on.
Yeah, and so you haven't actually recovered
No, I have
from
not.
the last bit, huh?
No, I have not.
So
here we
there's a
go.
whole other set of rules here.
Okay.
Huh?
I want to.
I don't
create-
remember. Do you remember how much entropy you had? From
Oh, I know
last?
precisely how much entropy I had
Excellent.
before.
Excellent. You had 4
What's
months,
the number, just so we
No,
know? Because I'm really
I
curious.
have
Is
a total. I can take a total of 4
Yeah,
entropy,
4, dude.
and you've used all of
and
them.
I've used all of them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are
So
you?
just don't take any more.
Oh, cool.
Just roll 0 entropy on your roll.
Exactly.
Cool.
That's great.
So
Hey, we're stress testing.
That's exactly why I'm doing this. Blah 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 blah. Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
Did you move water spell?
There is a spell called Wave.
Yes.
Hello.
That's right. Wait. And I am going to try to summon up a wave from the nearest body of water that I'm hoping is near enough by to make this work.
Down by the creek.
How near do you
More
need the
magic
water? to
Not
be?
even going to just yeah.
Isn't it dark? You guys are all taking care of the nuns and orphans.
Yeah, can't create an everlasting bucket of water or something less looking like an act of God or a devil demon worshipping witches.
Except it's saving kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now what's Adeste going to do? Her mind's just...
I mean, there's the
Right?
there is.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. Is there a?
Well, our list of spells is limited.
No, I got it. But I'm asking you because you have a stack sitting there. I'm just wondering, is there
that might be a chance to...
How many?
creek? Two for a
Yeah.
To have nearby,
Yes,
nearby swamp.
there is a pond
A
right
pond.
next door.
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
There you
Pond.
go.
We
Well,
water,
makes
water the
sense.
horses and
And-
all that.
Well, and ducks and geese
Yep.
were
So
staple
I'm
of-
going to cast Wave,
Okay.
and I am going to summon up a wave of water approximately 2 meters high and 10 meters wide because those are the standard parameters of the spell.
Okay.
And I want it to just well up out of the pond and wash over the building.
Okay. All right. You can totally make that happen. Maybe.
Maybe.
Let
So
me get my favorite chart here.
and I'm not making up a spell this time.
Right. That's right. I got it.
So we have.
I'll go through my alphabetical list of spells just to
We have
walk
that.
through. Let's see. Wave. You need water and air.
Which I have.
Okay. What is the lowest of the two you have? All right. And then what is your casting ability? So 4 dice.
And
Might as well double it, right?
Hey.
no, but I am gonna add 2 dice to my
Okay.
dice pool.
I'm an enabler.
Use if you do that. Use different colored dice because I believe I said moment of truth
Right.
dice cannot cause
Right.
entropy.
The bronze ones are
Okay.
the added dice.
Okay.
Do you want to reroll? I don't know. How do we do that?
I have 3 6s
Okay.
And 1 entropy. I see.
and 1 entropy.
which will take you into the
Which will take me
dark
into the
zone.
bad place.
What is
All right.
that?
So the water washes up and crashes.
And because we said before that with extra successes, because I have 1 success to make it happen.
does it say? It should say in the notes for the spell what you can do with it. You can make it like bigger. Or
I can make it
wider.
bigger.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to do 2 things.
Okay.
Because I have 2 extra successes. I'm going to make it so that people didn't see me do it.
I'll scavenge.
Okay. All right. That's right. That's something I need to add into
Wait,
the
I
rules.
thought you
That
got
needs to
3
be-
hits.
You
did.
I got 3 successes.
So you need 2 to make it happen, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So
And
so
that's extra.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, I'm sorry to be the
No, no, no.
a-hole.
Grognard.
Now I'm that guy.
I need the extra effect
Okay.
more than I need to not be seen, I think.
Okay. And you are behind, kind of out of.
I made
out of sight.
I made the effort to move out of the way and out of sight of people.
Right. Perfect. Okay. So the water rushes up and kind of boosh hits the building, and it starts bubbling and spurting as it's going, and it even starts to the huge amounts of steam kind of come up and start to smother the roof part of it that was burning as well. And there are people watching. There's like water everywhere, and
This is like wasn't
Where
even that
did
much
it-
water in the pond.
Did it come out from like maybe behind?
yeah. The pond is back behind the
Darkness. Out of the darkness came a wall of water.
And then for me, you need to roll 2d6, and you don't add anything to it because right now you're at. No, you were at 0 entropy, so it's the total number. Add the total number of entropy points the mage has received, not just the points exceeding will.
Oh shit.
So how many entropy points have you had?
That's 5.
5. So add 5 to 2d6.
Oh no.
Wait, what's happening?
I have a 9.
9.
It's
The
fine.
the mage's will was severely damaged and must spend 3 hours sleeping to recover 1 entropy point.
Okay. Is that a permanent?
No,
So it's just like I have to recover the one that put me over, and then I'm back to normal.
probably all of them.
So I have to spend
15 hours.
15 hours sleeping.
2 days, 2 nights sleep, you'll have it all back.
Okay.
Not
And
too
you
bad. Not too
That
bad.
could have gone a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
That's
Could
not
be
a bad
dead.
one. That's
No,
only,
that-
that's not a bad one.
That's not a bad one.
I read that chart. It's really fun.
Oh yeah.
It gets worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
It gets cataclysmic.
I can rip an ever expanding hole in the time space continuum.
Sweet.
Yay, more orcs.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think that Azim passes out from that.
Okay, all right.
Let's get a start on that 15 hours right now.
Yeah.
And the water kind of washes back over you, and so like you're like all soaked.
What did that look like? So you said
From
just
the-
big a
From the side you guys are
Yeah,
on, literally, it's like what you would see at the ocean, like a big wave hitting something. Basically, just water just kind of encompassed the stable, the barn
but it
from
came
the
from
back
behind
side.
it, so we
Came
don't
from
really
behind it.
You
see.
said it was a 2-foot-high wave?
2 meters.
2 meters.
And
So 6 foot.
yeah,
And it's
And I-
wide too.
right. I spent that extra success to get an additional effect. So
To embiggen
it was double
Embiggen
size.
it.
It was 4 meters high and
Oh,
10 meters wide.
Yeah, the water literally encompassed the entire building. and
Yeah.
12-foot high wall of water. Yeah.
and doused everyone.
Knock the building down. What?
No.
Adeste will drop to her knees and make the sign of the cross, and then take a position of saying a prayer, because that once again seemed like an act of God.
Is this about when I'd come
And
running
everyone
up?
else joins you.
Okay.
Does it sound? Are there animal noises inside there?
You can hear there. You can hear a horse inside.
Yeah.
Inside, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna run right past everyone taking a knee.
Okay.
And just like shoulder the door open.
Okay.
Like it's probably full of smoke still in there too. Like the animals need to come out. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and get a lay of the land of what all. If
There's
they're-
2 horses.
Okay.
One of them has some burns.
Yeah.
And it looks. It's not making any noise. It's
Yeah.
kind of like on the ground.
Okay.
It's not laying.
I don't think I can lift a horse.
No, I doubt
Strength of 4.
it. No, you might be able to wrestle one, but I don't know
Yeah,
if you
yeah. I could get it down, but not pick it back up again. Yeah.
The other horse is fine. There's also a bunch of chickens that were all kind of over in one
Yeah.
corner where it wasn't burning, and some geese.
So they're probably okay. But
But there is one horse in there that is definitely burned.
okay, well take the good horse out and loop it around a post.
Okay.
Like it.
Ow.
Yeah, just wrap the tie the horse in a knot. Now don't go anywhere. And then go back in and see if I can get this burnt horse. See if it's breathing, or
It is.
see if I can do anything.
It's alive. It almost looks like it may be in like shock or something like
yeah,
that. It's like
yeah.
it has like kind of its eyes are kind of glassy,
Well, I
and
think
it's wet and smelly in here now because of the water
nah,
going through the
I've
cracks. and all
smelled
that.
worse.
Probably.
It's the Dark Ages. Everything smells
Yeah.
bad.
Unwashed humans. I mean, really.
Right.
Open sewage pits in the town.
Yeah, I think I don't know how effective my medic skill would be, but I just want to try to
Use it.
pat the horse. Like, all right, come on, horse. We gotta drag it a few inches. Like, oh, I can't drag you out of here. Like, let's.
Come on, horse.
Yeah.
Aw, come on, horse.
Do you have animal handling or survival or anything like
I
that?
have survival. Yeah.
Well, then make a survival roll.
What's that?
Is there an animal handling
Is that
skill?
attached to
Skill.
strength? Survival plus
Yeah.
strength?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Because my survival is 0.
Okay.
But also, I'm going to spend. Can I spend 2 mots and get 2 dice?
Sure.
All in one move? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend 2 of those.
Okay.
Just to get
Yippee.
6 dice because 4 is not enough. And
Yeah.
let's see what happens. That's 2.
2?
No, 3 hits. 3
Okay.
hits.
All right.
So
You get the horse up, and you kind of get him.
come on, horse.
Get him by the scruff, look in the back,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, now he's moving."
Oh
Okay.
yeah, pull on the mane a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, how dare you?
You should make a note of this. I don't think you have an animal handling skill.
There's probably I'm
looking.
There is. It's not in that book.
Yeah.
It's in the Moment of Truth book. I believe there's. An
I
animal
saw it.
skill.
Yeah, no, I saw it because I
There
thought
is
about
one.
taking it for
Okay.
a second, but I knew she wouldn't own a horse.
I would
Probably.
have gotten that had I known.
Okay, you're able to get the horse out. Now, of course, all of the fowl just as
Yeah.
soon as you open the thing up, they just wandered out.
Well, whatever. I mean, they're going to be smoked meat in a minute, so they'll come back. They
Yeah, yeah, you don't
they
have
know
to-
where the food is.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So that's
Super chicken.
Korat, the horse rescuer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's got like the horse, like what? It's got one leg over her shoulder, and no, it's. Come on, BoJack.
All I'm thinking is a Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
No, sir, I don't like it.
She hands the horse off to the nearest paramedic.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll perception to see if I see him crumpled?
Sure.
I don't need to see him have
Right.
crumpled, but cool. Let's do. And that's probably just straight up perception. Or, I don't know, read individual, which is 0 anyway. Let's just roll here. Oh, only 1. And do we do this anymore?
Yeah, it's more than.
Yeah, more
so,
than.
Yeah, something bad happened.
Yeah, something bad happens because I got only 1 6 and I rolled 2 1s. I knew I was going to because I just flopped them on my
Oh,
paper.
do we count our ones for something?
If your
need
number
really-
of ones you have exceed your number
Yeah.
of success
Success.
dice.
Okay, I had 1 1 on that last
Okay.
roll, but I had 3 hits, so
I got to use
I
the roll tray next
think,
time.
if I recall correctly, it has to be, for critical failure, it has to be no successes, right? Or not just a
Oh,
miss.
yeah, maybe.
I believe.
I have it open, actually.
So it's not a critical fail, but something interesting happens.
That's an optional roll.
So if you got like 2 hits and 2 ones, then it's like a compli-
That's fine. No.
Oh, it's still a success.
Yeah,
Oh,
it has
okay.
to be more than. Yeah.
When you roll no successes.
No successes. So, yeah.
And
So yeah, if you, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But if
Okay.
you can think of something that you happen to notice.
Other than
Instead,
Azim?
yeah, because I definitely did not see. I don't see him. Maybe I get distracted because some of the children are really upset,
Okay.
and
All right.
so I feel like I have to go help the matron or somebody like
All right.
calm them down.
Right.
So I'm going to be kind
Oh
of
yeah, they're freaked out. They're
Yeah.
absolutely freaked out. So you head
Cool.
over and you're it's basically this woman, and she looks like she, I don't know, might be like 21 or 22.
Oh, okay.
And like 35 kids
Okay.
that she's, and then she's taking account and making sure. Oh, here you go. She takes account. And there's 2 children that are not here. She says to you, "There are 2 children. They are not here. Please help me find them."
Absolutely. Are they? How old are they? Are they boys or girls?
There's a boy and a girl. They are about 10. She's like surveying the crowd, looking.
This is kind
Okay.
of out in front of
Yes.
where everyone is.
Yeah,
So,
you're-
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to go back into the house first.
Okay.
So I will check the house. Are there rooms on the second floor?
Oui.
Okay.
I'll look around behind the house.
Okay. All right.
Looking for kids.
You find two kids are over by his crumpled body.
Oh, really?
Like,
Checking it. They're doing CPR.
yeah.
You call 911.
Stop, drop, and roll.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Breathe. Breathe.
Partner CPR. So I have to do it every year.
Do they still do it with the compression? Because when you were,
It's 15 and 2 still. Yeah.
when you're doing it by yourself, because
Well, yeah. Sometimes they'll say skip the breaths or do
Right.
the breath like every 3rd round or
Right.
something like that. Because otherwise you pass out and now there's 2 victims and
Right.
that's not helpful.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, if you have a partner, 15 and 2 is the
Okay.
best. Blah blah blah.
Cool.
And I was like, "Oh, hey kids, are you all right?
and they're pointing at him.
Okay, go with the matron.
He is wet.
I'll help him." Okay, I'm sure he got caught in that wave. So what? You go with the matron.
You should get the towel.
I'll get him. You go, children.
Scuttle back.
All right.
You're inside the place, and there's basically there's a kitchen, a dining hall,
Okay.
and there is like a few bedrooms downstairs, and then you go upstairs, and there are basically 2 large rooms.
Okay.
There's one for boys, obviously, and one for girls, and there's just a ton of beds, and it is a very well-appointed orphanage.
Oh.
All the beds look nice. They have clean blankets. It doesn't stink.
Okay.
Wow. They have going through the kitchen. There's a pantry. There's not a lot of food, but there's food there. Everything looks clean.
Wow.
So as you're
Okay.
going through it, it's like this place is this is a really well-run place.
So it's a
Okay.
king's orphanage.
Yes, it's orphanage for the
bastard
orphans
sons.
of kings. Yes.
All the bastard children of
So-
nobility.
Yeah, when she goes in the room, she's trying to check quickly in case they're missing,
Right.
but she's gonna
Look under all
look
the
under
beds.
the beds just to see, and
Fine.
no, so head back outside.
Okay.
And how far from the house is the matron?
Oh, she's just out front.
Okay. They were not in the house.
Oh, the orc, he found them. They came running.
Excellent.
I think she scared them.
I am glad that...
Same
Indeed.
effect. They went back to where they're supposed to be. So I'm gonna pat Azim's cheek and see if he comes around and, gently. No wakey wakey. Okay, so I'll just pick him up. I think I can pick Azim up, right? That's
Sure.
Is he a big guy?
No.
No. Okay, so just soggy.
Yeah,
Mess.
he's like soaked.
Because in like heavy robes and stuff, all that kind of thing. Yeah.
And the water basically went over, and then it slowly trickled back and whoosh over him. So
Yeah.
he's like ultra saturated.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll just throw him over my shoulder
Okay.
and walk back to where everyone is. And I think I saw Adeste here. I mean, we were all out front. So.
Right. You see, she's out front
Yeah.
talking to the.
Adeste. Oh, there you are. Azim is not well. I think he should probably come back to the inn with us.
It is likely that the smoke overtake it.
Maybe. Or that incredible wash of water crashed onto him. I mean, he's soaked.
Possibly. Oh,
That would be a very high impact.
definitely. Definitely. Matron, are you all right? Do you need assistance?
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your.
You have a very good benefactor or patron.
Oh, yeah. Well, most of my family money I have put here.
Indeed.
And you look at she's wearing night clothes.
Okay.
She's wearing nice night clothes.
All right. Matron, this horse that's been injured is probably not going to be of immediate help to you here, and I wonder if I could borrow him or perhaps purchase him from you to help carry my friend back to town.
Oh, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it. Do you want to leave? Take the good one if you need.
I like this one.
Very
It's
well.
got character
Very well.
and a bit of carbon scoring.
I've seen some
That
action.
there was the burnedest horse I ever saw in my life.
I don't know where your little horses have been, but you guys have seen some action.
This
I'm gonna
horse has
name
a bad
I'm going to
motivator.
name it Brûlée.
Do you mind if I ask you your name so that I may say a prayer for you?
Yes.
Sorry.
She introduces herself as Lady Adelaide.
Well, lady.
Who?
And there have been,
Excellent.
as far as you know, you've met like no nobleman, no one of the noble class in Loam,
Yeah, so the fact that she's a lady seems significant.
because most of them left
Yeah.
when the Zon crossed the border and
What
were
you mean is
marching
most
in.
of them were spineless cowards.
Exactly.
Yeah, who fight with no honor.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, now I want to see the orcs in Japan. The feudal
Right?
orcs.
Oh man.
Yep. Part 2.
That, and I want to see the orcs in like Persia.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens there.
Oh,
So-
totally.
Secretly, I don't want
What are
the
you guys
horse.
talking about?
China.
Yeah. Oh, the Mongol
Oh,
horse.
the
Yeah.
Mongols and the orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if.
Who would win? It'd be a stalemate.
I wonder if
I think they'd team up.
Khan.
might.
Yeah. Like I think Khan would recruit them because he knew, like he would recruit or destroy as he thought appropriate, and
It depends where he was in his power level when they showed up, because at one point he had an army of like 200,000.
Yeah.
Army that the world had never seen before.
and half of them on horse.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
yeah.
That's
So, I mean, he would have surrounded them like he did with everyone else and said, you can either pay tribute to us and join us, or we'll destroy you.
Yeah.
And by the way, when we destroy you, we do it slow.
yeah. It's going to take a little while.
Maybe he was an orc.
Yeah. So I'm not actually going to put Azim over the horse.
Okay.
I just want this horse,
Okay.
and I want to make sure that it's taken care of. So
Okay.
I don't know if there's like a horse doctor in town, but we'll have to figure that out in the morning. And I'll just carry Azim over my shoulder because putting him on a horse seems undignified,
Okay.
rather than bouncing across my shoulder.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take him back into town.
All right. Go back into the inn, like, brother, look what I found.
Covered
Just soaking wet. I guess I can't bring the horse inside.
I know you can probably bring the horse inside more easily than a Moor.
Depends on the place.
Yeah.
What trouble have you gotten into now? What'd you do to him?
Well, the orphan's stable was on fire, and a huge wall of water came out of nowhere, and I found him behind the stable, soaked to the bone, and he must have been clobbered by the water. And that's a orc term, clobbered.
Right.
Well, strange things happen when he's around and when she's around. Have you noticed that?
I agree. It may be the influence of their gods, but we should set him by the fire at least.
Oh, sure.
Innkeeper, we need... Oh, no, he doesn't... Oh, I wonder if... I was about to say get him some whiskey. I don't know if Karat has...
Crocked the.
Yeah, has attached that Azim doesn't drink alcohol. Like, he hasn't.
Like who doesn't drink
Yeah,
alcohol?
but
Yeah.
but that's not a thing. And whiskey, for someone who's passed out, is like the most logical solution in her mind.
They can't actually drink it. They choke on it.
Yeah, we'll put it under his nose.
Oh, yeah. You can do that.
That's hey, look, medic 0.
Right.
That's whiskey under the nose. That's
Right.
what happens. Put it in his mustache. Is he clean shaven or bearded?
Oh, he's bearded.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna whiskey his stash.
Okay. All right.
Oh, medic of 1, actually.
Oh!
Yeah. I'm an expert.
Right. Yeah, if you want to make a medic roll and see if you can sort of revive
Oh,
him.
you bet. Do I roll strength with that?
No, you're probably going to roll education.
Oh, you're in luck, sir. 3 dice.
There you go.
Excellent.
You get 2 successes on 3 days.
3 dice is when
I think
it's
I made it happen the other day.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah, Mom.
Yeah, I am going to spend 1 and get the extra die,
Okay.
if you wouldn't mind.
Of course.
I'll roll 4
There's
dice.
2 dice for the horse. 2
Put it
dice
here-
for the
Well, I guess it
horses.
doesn't matter for me because he's not in.
A horse gets too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do what now?
The more gets 1.
Go ahead.
Now we understand.
Wow.
Yeah.
We know where the Moor fits
Yeah.
in the.
I can't
grand
ride
scheme of things.
Azim anywhere.
There's a celestial order.
Have you
that happens.
tried?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. That's an excellent point. That is 1 hit and 1-1.
Okay.
But it's not a. It's 1-5. It's not an actual success. So I don't know if
Well,
that.
well, yeah, you got. He's like partially awake.
Oh, okay.
He's like kind of.
It smells like. Why does my mustache smell like whiskey?
Probably muttering in Arabic.
Right. You're probably not fully cognizant of where you are right now, so you're
Or possibly in Latin or Greek.
okay. Do you know any of those?
I think she's familiar with Latin
Okay.
because the shamans and
Right.
not that she studied it, but she's been around it a bunch. The family shaman is probably a thing, and
So she'd probably pick up words.
yeah, but not actually make sense of it. Just like that sounds like words, like real language, and not this.
He's probably saying agua over and over and over.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah. Well, that she would pick up on. That's a really common word.
Right.
So.
Spanish?
Throw her in the lake.
Yeah, yeah. That's why he keeps saying water. He's covered in it, so that makes sense. All right. Well, she's just gonna get a seat next to him, make sure that he doesn't slip out of his chair and
Okay.
crack his head on the floor, and just kind of make sure he's drying out by the fire. Maybe turn him eventually on a spit.
On a spit.
Yeah,
Turn him evenly so he's.
yeah,
So he's done evenly on both sides.
yeah.
Okay.
Roast him like a marshmallow.
It would be at least 3 hours after the wave before he wakes up.
Yeah.
Possibly more than that.
3. We'll get you awake, I would say.
Okay.
Meanwhile, back at the farm,
Back at the
back at the
ranch.
orphanage.
Meanwhile, back at the motel.
She's starting to get the kids, and she asked if you would
Yeah.
help
Absolutely.
tend to the children and get them.
Yeah, because you
resettled.
made your intention known, right? That you were going to take Azim back with you. Cool.
Yeah, get him
Yeah.
some help.
Yeah. And
No, thanks.
yeah, so Deste would totally.
What, you
try
don't
to
like snappies?
assist
Oh, I do
her
like those. I'm
with
just
anything.
gonna have them in a little while. Not right this second, Chip.
Fine.
Might I ask, lady? You are of noble birth.
By my reckoning, I am the last of the nobility in Leon. My father was one of the few of noble birth who stayed when the Zonkrat came.
I know people in the area. Who was your father, if I may ask? Lord somebody?
It is Lord John.
Okay.
Von Damme.
You might remember, yeah, and you might remember. I don't know. Do you have a history or anything of the sort,
Didn't we have?
or area?
Yeah,
or
I thought I
something?
had area knowledge or something like that. Maybe it was just my contacts. Yeah, I apparently neglected to write area knowledge down, which totally should have.
just make it with education.
Okay.
Since we're in France, I'm going to think I'll have another La Croix if you...
But that would have totally made sense, so I married that.
Brought it
for
to
later.
share.
I brought some too, but I put them in the fridge, and it's all the way over there.
These are reasonably cold because they were sitting right where my AC comes down. The fridge is already full of it.
This is
So
another one of those. I'll go ahead and do that too.
All right.
Because it's scary to roll with 3 dice.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Welcome to
So-
my world.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
boxcars,
Yeah.
but 1-6, but only.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
2 6s.
No, but
sixes
I'm
and one
sorry, only
success.
1-1 is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
The
Thank you, Mom.
Lord John of Leon was the only noble who stayed, and he stayed to help organize. He was a
Okay.
war veteran, and he stayed to help organize the city's defenses when,
Okay.
when the Zon arrived and get everything prepared for what they assumed was going to be a siege,
Okay.
and it wasn't. He basically the guy who was elected mayor went out to the Zon and said, "We don't want to fight you.
Okay.
If you need to resupply, you can. We're staying out of this war."
Okay. I've
So
heard.
so he is, to the people in this city, he is definitely sort of a hero.
Yeah. I have heard of your father, lady. He was a great noble man.
Yes, he was.
He is still alive? Or I might have known he would.
No,
be.
the Lord took him 3 years ago.
Obviously, his nobility, not in character, has passed along to you as well. I see how you take care of these children.
I've decided to make this my life's work.
It is good work. May I, because I believe she still has some money, even though she pays her tithes quite handsomely. Might I make an offering? It is a small offering, but I would do what I can to help you as well.
If you wish, but you have done far more for us in your service and helping us.
Well, thank you.
We're in a bad way with the city guard do not help us very much.
Why is that?
We are our orphanage is sponsored by the Carmelite Order, and the local mayor is not as friendly to the church as perhaps he should be.
Now, for just to remind me as player,
Mm-hmm.
and also, were the Carmelites the?
One of the first orders of friars. I just looked
That's
them
what I
up.
thought. Okay,
Yep.
cool. Because they are not the Cathars, which
No.
are
And it wasn't the same order that we
yeah.
at the
'Cause-
Abbey.
No, I don't think so. But I remember when you said this, I had mentioned because I did a bunch of religious research too, just to
Because I looked up friars and
Me
when
too.
they started, and they
Yep.
started in like
right.
1184
Yeah.
or something,
Yep.
and the first order was the Carmelites.
Yeah, and there were only 3 orders
Right.
until a
mendi-
little beyond us.
The mendicant orders. Those are friars.
Yep.
They like candy.
Yeah.
Carmelites.
Nice.
There's the Carmelites.
But it's
the
a low
Fudges.
sugar candy. Caramel.
Why would the city guard not support you?
Well, it is not. It is. I have talked to them, and they said without any sort of evidence or proof, there's nothing they will do.
Wait, evidence or proof? Did I miss
Those are
something
no.
she said?
Those are the words
okay.
she said.
I'm sorry, Matt. Well, then I would say I'm sorry, lady. Did I miss something? Evidence or proof of what?
I do not think this fire was unintentional. I do not think it was an accident.
You don't.
No.
Who do you think would do such a thing?
There is a man who comes at cover of night every couple nights. He demands food for his men. And they go along and they steal from people.
Do you know who this man is?
His name is Argus. He is not from here. I believe he's from far away.
And the city guards, they will not help you because they do not believe you?
They said that they cannot do anything without evidence, but I do not. I must wonder if it is because of the sponsorship of the church in our institution. I believe that the mayor does not wish to support the efforts of the church.
That is unfortunate, and I know I am bold to say this, but that is wrong.
Doesn't support the church. Hires wizards. I'm just
Yep.
saying.
Lady, I travel with very brave companions. They are not of this area, but they have shown to be very helpful and most brave. We will address this Argus.
It would be wonderful
He
if there
should-
is something you could do.
He should not take from those who do not offer willingly or are not able to.
No.
Do
No.
you know approximately where he camps, where he...
We are one of the first places he comes to, so I assume he
Okay.
comes from there's basically what you have here is a valley, and you have the city proper that's kind of
Okay.
on a small hill in
Okay.
the middle of this valley. And then you have a huge amount of farmland, and that's where all of the
Okay.
outskirt village town
Okay.
folks
Would you
live.
say they're tracts? Huge tracts of land?
They have huge tracts of land,
Yeah.
yes.
Just checking.
We're going with you. And then it's the area is sort of surrounded by forests. And her orphanage is sort of abuts one of these sort of forested areas.
Okay.
She has a little bit of farmland, mostly more like garden
Okay.
land. But oh my god.
In a real and legally binding sense.
Wait, Master Viter thinks we look thirsty.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Great.
Mr. Ryder.
Sweet.
Thank you.
These are good.
They are really good.
These are really good.
Quite a
Whoa,
tasty beer.
well, there's more.
Oh, the Lagunitas.
Sorry
Yeah, I've
for
had
the
that
squishy.
before.
I've never had this one. Born yesterday or born again, yesterday.
Maybe I haven't had that Lagunitas.
I have never had this one.
They have several varieties.
Lagunitas is made in Chicago?
It says limited edition on it, so.
Maybe.
No, they're Petaluma.
Yeah, it says Petaluma, California, and
Chicago, Illinois. Oh, they must have opened up a second
maybe
spot.
they did. Yeah, because
I always assumed Lagunitas was. Well, Petaluma's nowhere near Laguna
They're-
Beach.
I like the established
Northern
1993
California,
People Mumble.
right?
People mumble.
Beer speaks, people mumble.
And they actually did not sell out to big beer companies.
Not yet.
Unlike
Yeah.
other people
Well,
who shall remain nameless.
yeah.
I sold my microbrewery to
Yeah.
Miller. I'm sorry.
Looking for a bottle opener? I think it's
Yeah.
over on that end of the table because we.
Oh, there it is. Hidden from my view.
But she says,
Cool.
In front of me.
she says, I know that the church has its hands in politics in some very unseemly ways, but to deny the protection of these children who have lost everything for the lowly
Indeed.
politics.
He quite literally takes food out of the mouths of children.
He does. In fact, I think he burned it down because I refused to give him what he required, because I would have had nothing left to feed the children tomorrow.
This will not stand. This is not Christian-like.
I will not abide.
I was gonna say, that's what I was.
I know.
This aggression will not stand.
Yeah.
Man.
And I have had conversations with Father Francis.
In this city?
Yeah, this city it was.
Father Francis.
Yeah, look at me. I'll be in character.
From the Church of Mary the Immaculate.
Yeah, Mary the Immaculate.
She had fabulous nails.
I know. This is just too fun. And it's like I could do this all day. I will let him know of your plight as well. I cannot think I have seen the chapel that you have on your grounds. Do you have a priest, or does someone come to visit you?
One of the friars from the Carmelite order comes here 3 times a week. for Mass.
Excellent. I will make sure that Father Francis knows of your plight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yes, perhaps others should know as well.
I do not wish to cause problems. It is a very difficult. These children have already had a very difficult time.
Of course, lady. You have others who stay with you should you need protection?
No. I did have household some household people in my employ, but I was unable to pay them, so because I spend so much money on food for the children.
I understand.
What were you thinking, spending money on food for children?
I would like, madam, if you would allow me to stay outside near your home for the rest of this evening. I will camp here to ensure your safety until daylight.
If you wish, you may stay inside. I have quarters. I could put you up.
Might I? She would prefer. Was there any sort of sitting area or downstairs? Because there's probably a big kitchen area and
Yeah, like an entry hall.
yeah.
And there's a bedroom right off the.
Okay.
Yeah, she tells you that there's the
Okay.
servants'
It would be
quarters.
more about being in proximity to literally be able to protect them should she be able to, rather than trying to avoid.
Right.
Thank you, lady.
Thank you.
Will help. Did I already help get the children to bed?
They're all. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this conversation probably takes place while you're making
Okay.
sure the kids go to bed. Yell at them when they talk.
Excellent.
Go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's late.
Do you see the sun in the sky? What do you think you're doing awake?
Yeah.
Zachary stayed up, and when Heather dropped him off, he had stayed up. She got up to go to the bathroom at 3:00 in the morning, and he was awake watching YouTube videos. Like, oh my god!
Every kid does it.
Summer break.
Right. but they start school in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first week of school is going to suck.
Gotta learn somehow.
I'm going to be at Gen Con.
Yeah.
I don't have to deal with it.
Sadly, I think CA Dave just said that
They got bought out by Michelob or
Heineken.
Heine.
Doesn't say that here.
Heineken
So they're
seems
getting some
less
distribution,
bad, in my opinion.
right?
Maybe. They have green bottles that make their beer smell like skunks.
Interesting.
I mean, none of them are really I don't go with many big name brands anyway, so.
Yeah, so they have probably a distribution deal
Yeah,
through them.
probably. Okay. Anything else anyone want to deal
pickles.
with? You were able to get him by very late at night. Like when you're thinking, I'm going to go to bed, maybe I'll just leave him here. He kind of comes to a little bit, to the point where he realizes that you don't understand Arabic.
And I'll pay for a room. He's probably too out of it to stop me, right? So.
I'm looking to see what my reaction is when I wake up.
Okay.
Because the first thing I see is the fire when I open my eyes. And I am going to... Azim freaks out
Okay.
and is very upset. Very... because there's fire.
Okay.
There's not supposed to be fire.
Azim, stop! You're safe. I'll try to wrap him up if I can.
Okay.
Just bear hug.
Is this the orc and the Moors meet cute?
Oh,
That-
hey.
The what?
Meet cute.
What's that?
Oh, meet cute is a thing in. It sort of came from movies, pretty much, right? Where it's the cute meeting between the two.
Oh, this is where we fall
Eventually,
in love.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's just the
Characters that will
moment.
be coupled.
Yeah, this is the moment.
Yeah,
I ship it.
it is.
So, so after this, anyone who wants to write some slash fic about Korra,
And Azim.
And
Azim.
Azim.
Yeah.
there you go.
We'll make it into a Hallmark movie. It'll be great.
Oh, boy.
The next biggest thing after Twilight.
Seriously.
It can be called Moment of Truth.
Yeah. How tall is Azim?
Slightly above average height. Call it 6. Well, in our time it would be 6 feet. So call
Yeah.
it 5'6" probably.
All right, so she's only half a foot taller than him.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You certainly can stop him from rushing out the door.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Or trying to kick the fire too. Like I don't know what your total. But yeah, mostly just as he's leaping
I don't think
up.
he's coherent enough to try to marshal his will
Okay.
to form a spell right now.
Right.
So I don't think that would happen. What I am a little curious about though is whether there's any visible manifestation.
No, probably not. Because at this point, you're kind of tapped out.
Oh yeah, I'm
You probably get one back, by the way.
yeah, I marked that down. I think that I'm running on fumes, but he's very freaked out. So
Right.
it takes him a little bit to realize that he's awake. He's in the tavern. The fire he sees is contained in the fireplace. And wait, why is Korra hugging me?
Are you calm?
He mutters something in Arabic and nods.
All right. I brought you back to help you start to dry out.
The fire.
The fire is out. A huge wall of water came from the pond, and I think it must have bashed you to the ground because you were between the building and the water.
Even so. Adeste?
She's well. I left her with the woman running the orphanage, but I wanted to make sure you had a safe place to sleep. So there's a room for you upstairs. Number 3 is yours.
Thank you.
Well, it was a rough night.
And Azim is probably going to go upstairs and go to sleep. Because, yeah.
Cool. And this is, did we say, I know you slept for a while, but is it dawn yet, or is it just
No, I
later
said
in
it was the
night?
dark hours of the
Okay.
night.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours later.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
It's probably 2 a.m. or something. And
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Stu, Azim went upstairs because Korat said there was a room for him. Azim went upstairs and went to bed.
Okay.
And just
All right.
he's asleep.
Shall we fast forward to the morning?
I am fine with that.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm cool with that too.
how many hours later and how many?
So you figured it was probably about 2 o'clock you want to
Yeah,
About that.
So another 6
How
hours.
long
or
would
so.
you let him sleep?
Well, I don't know. I don't know that Karat would interrupt his sleep, actually.
Okay.
Like, he was in bad shape and, you know, didn't even want to hug it out. So,
Orcs hug it out.
I imagine they
That's
are like a
awesome.
very physical people. You
Oh,
know,
sure.
just
And
hugs and shoulder
yeah,
punches.
Azim doesn't do physical contact.
Yeah.
So you're down 4 at this point?
Uh-huh.
As a player of a mage, you can say that your character sleeps until you reach full entropy.
That's kind of what I was thinking because I was so. I had pushed it so hard. I'm thinking Azim doesn't really have any choice.
So around 2 p.m. you'll wake up.
That makes sense.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And
to me.
that way you'll be topped off.
Okay.
All right.
So you can decide with
So
the others
you
what
basically
happens
just
in the
leave him alone.
intervening.
Yeah,
time.
although I think Karat would be sitting around downstairs all day, like waiting, or like having the innkeeper like go. Will you go put some food outside his door or something like?
Right. We can go in and check on him. And
Yeah, that sort of thing. But she's not going to actually try to wake him up, nor will she just leave him there by himself.
Okay.
'Cause that was a member of her party, and then she's very quickly, sort of weirdly loyal about things, like to a fault, which is probably
Okay.
not great. But you know, yeah.
All right.
I wanted to come down in the morning and have cold mutton and
Oh,
water down ale. I think am I still muted?
No, you're good.
Okay. And I wanted to eavesdrop or find out what the news of the day was, what people are talking about.
Oh, they're talking about the fire at the orphanage.
And what are they saying about the fire of the orphanage? You want me to do a roll of read crowd?
You don't really need to do that. Just
Okay.
see I'm just trying to figure out what they might be talking about. Yeah, someone is saying that that they heard that the fire might have been set by somebody.
Okay. And do I know anything about this orphanage? Do they say who runs it? And how
It's
long been
run
there?
by a rich woman who lives in the outskirts. The church helps her with it. Almost all war orphans.
From after the orcs came through 200 years ago.
Well, the war ended only a few years ago.
Oh, all right.
I don't remember exactly how long it's been, but it hasn't been a long time.
Yeah.
And your modern world has a lot of opportunities to create orphans.
Yeah.
Oh, also in the time that we're sitting around the tavern, I'm asking around for, is there somebody in town who can tend to a horse, of course, and see if they can have him come over and pay him to look at Brûlé and see how he's doing.
I just looked it up.
Yeah.
The same people
Really?
that fixed people fixed animals.
Oh, that makes
Because
sense.
they were as valuable, if not more valuable, than
Yeah.
people.
What's the difference?
Right.
Yeah.
Because they're a source of revenue, and sometimes people aren't.
Certainly more
Alright.
valuable than peasants.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. From a noble's
You know,
point of
you know how
view.
many peasants it takes to pull a plow?
Seriously.
It's ridiculous. And they can't work in the sun all
You
day,
gotta
and you have to
feed
feed
them,
them.
yeah.
Well,
They
not
keep
really.
demanding water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get an ox or a horse.
They want
All
more
day.
than oats. Like, it's ridiculous.
Right. And they want you to cook them.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, they tell you that there's a barber surgeon or a surgeon or whatever down the road who you can summon
Yeah.
if
yeah,
the
I'll have
animal's not well enough to.
a barber.
Well, yeah, I want
surgeon.
him to come over here mainly because I'm not willing to leave the tavern.
Okay.
So I mean, I'll pay him to come over. That's fine.
The tavern keep tells you that if you want, he can send a boy down.
Yeah, that's
I'll,
great.
I'll go get him.
Okay.
Sister, you stay here. I want to go out and wander around. This is claustrophobic, and I want to find out what's
fine.
going on in town. And
I just want
take a look
somebody to
around.
be here when Azim wakes up because he's had a
you and
rough
your
night.
pets, you were always bringing home strays.
Well, it's true. Look,
All right.
it was one boar.
And marked for life.
it was delicious, though.
Well, it was. And it was fun before that.
Yeah.
Was a good bore.
Let's pause this for 1 second. You wake up in the morning. There's no. You wake up early, obviously. She rings the bell. There's a couple friars who show up, and they do a service, a mass in the morning, and she mentions the fact that the huge dousing of the place with water, which seemingly came from the pond behind the barn, was quite clearly a miracle from God.
Yeah. The friars seem to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, they're like looking around and like investigating.
Yeah.
They're like looking at the water and its path, and looking at the lake, and some of them are wading into it.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out, make sure there's not some other explanation for it.
I have seen unusual acts of God that I have never seen before in my life, including this. On the road we traveled to get to Lyon, we were overcome by road bandits. And one of the bandits was overtaken with the fire of the Holy Spirit, which came from within him and erupted out of his body, protecting us along the road. Yes.
Clearly.
He surely was too evil to be able to experience the Holy Spirit of God.
Indeed, sister. I do think that were the Lord to intervene, it would be in a place full of innocence such as this.
That seems to be so. Have you experienced any other acts of God or?
Oh, nothing like this. Yeah, look at the date.
Yeah, but look at where it is. Orleans.
Oh.
Oh.
Is there a historical thing?
We're all looking at something on Stork's.
Oh, yeah.
What are we looking at?
I just looked up Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who was a maid of Orleans and is considered the heroine of France and role during the Lancasterian phase of the 100 Years' War. But this whole thing just very much Joan of Arc.
No, I know. I actually looked that up at one point because I was like, yeah, it's
She's later. She's 200 years later. She hasn't been born
Exactly.
yet.
Then it'll be a
Listen,
Deste
there's
of Leon.
orcs now. History's different.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean people get born not 200 years earlier.
Well,
Yeah.
she could be the new Joan. Maybe
She could
not
be.
earlier.
It's a Deste of Leon.
Yeah,
right.
Instead of Joan of Arc.
Yeah,
Yeah, and maybe God.
because this happened
makes
in
her-
Orleans in France, and it's the same area. So
Yep.
Yeah, maybe she just ages very slowly. Exactly.
maybe they just got the dates wrong.
Or Joan of Arc was a vampire.
Well, I thought of that too, and I wasn't going to say it. I'm like, oh, that's when the vampire fantasy comes in. Yeah,
And that's when we changed to playing World of Darkness.
Right.
yeah,
All right. The
Old World of Darkness. mind
yeah.
you.
I don't think she doesn't. She's not trying to consciously withhold either, but I don't think she wants to burden them with the thought that she thinks there is potentially a witch in the.
And this is clearly
Yeah.
a miracle. I mean,
Yeah,
orphanage,
yeah,
woman who's given up
Yeah.
all of her wealth to take
Of
care of the
course.
children.
yeah.
Their barn gets burned by some asshole, and
Yeah.
water comes
Yeah.
down. Who else could it
White
be?
baby Jesus loves orphans.
Right.
It's
Right. Okay. So she goes off to, and you watch her. She's got this whole thing down. She does have people
Yeah.
that come in during the day
Cool.
that help cook for the kids, because she can't watch them and cook at the same time. Those are two more than full-time jobs. But she has some staff that comes and helps during the day. They just don't spend the night.
my intent, just so we don't necessarily have to role play this, would be when I do leave here to go actually break her camp, because we probably didn't do that. And I hope our stuff isn't all stolen. I don't suppose we were in total, you'd set up your camp in a place you felt safe, but.
Sure.
So break camp, I would also have to grab Azim's things. So if I'm able to carry all of those things.
You can.
Does Adeste know where Azim is right now?
No.
Well, no, I
Well,
thought.
well,
I
she
said
knows
that,
where they are.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Leave with me.
Yeah, I would have otherwise
That's fine.
felt like I needed to leave, but we established that
Yeah.
Korat said. And then would have tried to, because we knew which hotel you guys were staying at.
It's an inn.
And an inn.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys walked along. They're like, "Oh, this is a nice place." And
Yeah.
you guys are like, "Let's go find someplace cheaper."
Okay.
And
So I would have at least checked in with them.
so we'll assume you went and gathered up all the stuff.
Okay.
And end up back over there you go to the barber surgeon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you
Probably at
work,
this point just a surgeon.
do you work on burnt horses?
Oh, how badly is it burned?
Oh, I'm no horse expert. It's got burns on it. It's
kind of
a horse.
Kind of a rare, medium rare.
Lead me to it, Orc.
Okay, do you want to bring some stuff, or do you need a hand with that? Knives.
Yeah.
And it's kind of
Steak knives.
smelly ointment.
Dungeons.
And yeah,
A1 steak sauce.
he's ready to go.
So I think he was a victim of that
Worcestershire,
of that
please.
fire. Were there any other victims that crossed your path this morning from that orphanage? I heard terrible news. That
No, I did hear that. Was it an orphanage that burned? I
Oh.
did hear that there was a fire last night.
that's what they're saying at the inn yard. That's what they're saying in the common room.
Oh dear.
You familiar with that
Right.
orphanage?
Well, there's only the one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes. Sometimes the Lady Adelaide brings children here if they're
Lady Adelaide, little Lady Adelaide. Who?
She's the matron of the orphanage.
Ah,
Very kind and godly woman.
well, orphans.
But she will bring the children to me once in a while if they are too ill for her to care for.
In the Orcish clans, when a parent dies or whatever, the rest of the orcs just raise them. It takes a village, after all, and such. It's strange that have these orphan children outside the walls, but
Well, we had quite a few fathers, especially, die in the last
oh yes, fathers
Couple-
die all the time. Yeah,
couple
Yeah.
of centuries.
Not
And
that
you-
you had anything to do with that.
And you really only have one child every 9 months or so, right? We have, yeah, okay, I understand. I think the mortality rate of orcs is exceptionally high. which is
Probably.
why we have lots of
Yeah.
Well, at least of the warrior caste.
them. Yeah.
You have other castes that live long, happy lives,
Yeah. Farming the land and all that.
inventing things and doing all of the stuff that orcs do that aren't
Killing
the
me.
warrior
Yeah.
guys. Okay, so he follows you back.
I think it's that one there with the burnt fur.
Oh, I would imagine that is the one.
Yeah. Let me go get my sister and I'll bring her out. It's her horse.
He puts his stuff down and opens this thing up.
So I'll walk in. Cora, your horse doctor is here.
Terrific. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. So Corrado, go outside.
Okay.
And look over the horse, also in the light of day now, and like, woo.
Yeah, there's a couple like pink splotches where the fur's been burned away and the skin is scarred.
Well, this horse belongs to the Lady Adelaide at the orphanage, and if there's anything, if we can treat the wounds, I'm sure she'll want use of the horse. I'll
said-
cover your expenses.
He says, "I think the horse. I think the horse will be fine. If no infections take hold, I think it should be okay.
Well,
Or
that's-
what they wouldn't have called it infections. Fevers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, that's a relief then. I'll
What, you just shot it?
No,
killer medic roll.
that was a good. Yeah, it was a good medical. He starts like spreading some sort of paste on
Mustard, yeah.
Neosporin.
Spicy.
it. Oh, for Neosporin.
What
Can you
do they call
imagine
it?
what Neosporin?
Mustard pack.
Yeah. So many things would be different.
Yes, and we would have so many
mustard
more
plaster?
super germs
Yeah,
right now.
mustard plaster.
So he starts spreading it on. The horse actually seems to be doing okay. And he says, has she taken any food?
No, No, weren't sure how injured she was. So, no.
Well, let's see if she's hungry. He goes in.
Oh, good.
It's like, oh, excellent sign.
Good appetite. All right.
I think she'll be fine. I'll come back again this evening and see. I will leave, and then I will leave some ointments for you that
All
you
right.
can use to help the animal heal.
And what do I owe you? I appreciate your
Oh,
help.
it's for the orphanage. No.
Well,
I do not charge.
All right, then.
And you arrive back, and you go inside,
Yeah.
and it's 2:00, and you slep all this stuff, and you're awake, and you're downstairs.
Ah, it's amazing how these things line up.
Ah, Adeste, there you are. I was about ready to go out and find you. Is everything all right?
I stayed at the orphanage last night to ensure that their safety. I've gathered Azim's things. Is he well?
Well, here he comes now, down the stairs, looking a little unstable, but
The stable
Yeah.
destabilized him.
Is there any food? Like out or anything?
Sure. Yeah, probably. There's probably at least bread.
Is there by any chance a spit of meat?
Sure.
Because I'm gonna grab it and start eating.
On the fire, yeah.
Because I'm gonna grab it and start eating.
Okay, all right.
you're paying for that, right?
Yep. So you were guarding the orphanage. Did they think somebody had set the fire?
Indeed. There is a man who camps with a group of men in the valley, in the forest near the orphanage. His name was Argus. Argus. He demands food from the people in the valley to feed his men. He takes the food
This villain would take food from orphans?
from orphans, from children.
Pounds the table. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, just put that back.
I told the Lady Adelaide, I told her I traveled with very brave companions and that we would, I hope, address this man.
We will not let this stand. This Argus.
Just a second, we will not let this stand.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Well, because I said it too.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
good.
yeah,
Well,
see, that's
she
why we're on the
agrees.
same side of the
Yep.
table.
Yep. Also, this won't
Sisters
stand.
from another mother.
Yeah,
Like, for sure.
definitely another
Yeah,
mother. Yes.
definitely, for sure. Yeah.
Well, isn't this a matter for the local authorities? I mean,
They will
these
not
seem to be
intervene. They have told her that she does not have proof.
okay. Well, here's my concern. I have a suspicion that they're probably soldiers. Now that there's no war, they tend to wander around with nothing else to do, and they sort of turn to brigandry and stuff. But if these are professional or even semi-professional soldiers, this is going to be tricky.
They're only humans.
Well,
You are fearful of them?
no. I
You-
just I'm a little hesitant to go marching into a whole camp full of angry veteran soldiers.
You're right. We should sneak up on them at night,
Okay.
set their camp on fire, and kill them as they come out.
We could perhaps find more about them before
It's the only way to be sure.
before we approach them. Perhaps people in the village know about them, and who perhaps
There might
they are.
actually be a reward for them. That might actually make it worthwhile then.
I'll go get my armor. Go upstairs.
I think I'm going to go down to the captain of the guard and ask about this.
Korat Azim Uzul,
Uzel.
and you're eating meat. So she looks over there and it's like, you said he is well?
Well, I mean, he slept all day.
I have traveled with him for a long time now. I have never seen him eat flesh, eat meat.
That's ridiculous. Who doesn't eat meat?
Right?
I believe it is a custom of his people.
Well, not anymore. I'm just going to go upstairs,
Okay.
get my armor. I'll be gone in a few
I
minutes.
do think it may be wise to not let all of our thoughts be heard by just anyone, including the guard. Lady Adelaide has made it very clear that she has asked for assistance from them, and they have refused. They say she has no proof. She suspects.
That makes it even more suspicious. I wonder if these are ex-comrades of theirs.
Yes, she suspects there is somehow support, or that the mayor or his people are instructed to turn a blind eye. Because she would not withhold that from you. It's just not.
All right,
it's
so
weird.
let me get this straight. You want to go and confront this Argus chap and his band of
Merry thugs.
merry thugs
Yeah.
that may or may not be in cahoots with the city guard and may or may not be in cahoots with the mayor.
Yep.
At the very least, they seem to turn a blind eye to his misdeeds.
Well, then maybe they were a bit fearful of angry ex-soldiers and they don't want to get in trouble.
This
Okay,
is-
all right, hold on. Okay.
Small chance of
Hold on.
success. Huge chance that we die. When do we leave?
Yeah. Azim,
You really are different.
Azim, please come over. We are discussing having a conversation with, I do not know who they are, if they are bandits that live in the forest in the valley, if they are perhaps as
Well, I've seen this before, being in wars before. Oftentimes what happens after wars or when skirmishes end, there's these men that that's all they used to do, and they don't know what to do with themselves anymore. And they're down on their luck, and they don't have any real marketable skills other than killing people. They either turn to big brigandry, or they sort of live in forest and they, demand money and such because they have an army to feed. I've seen it happen, and it has all the hallmarks.
And that makes such behavior acceptable?
No, it doesn't make it acceptable, but it's a tricky thing because they have allegiances to their group, and they may have friends in town that help them as they can. It's a political nightmare if this is in fact what it is. If they're just local brigands of people down on their luck, that's a different thing. But the fact that the city guard doesn't want to help them makes me really concerned. Now, if we do say take on this Argus fellow and wipe out his little band, what's the city guard going to think of us?
I think we need to initially tell them that what they do is wrong and that they should leave this area immediately. If they refuse, we shall make them leave. But perhaps they will see the error of their ways. They are literally taking food from the mouths of children.
I think this is the point where Karat comes clumping back
Yeah.
down the stairs, it's armor, shield, axe, like...
I do not believe it is an army.
What?
Could not feed an army from
Going to war.
the food of one meal for small children.
I don't think having a conversation with them, having a conversation with people who are willing to burn down the building at an orphanage, children could have been hurt.
Indeed.
There is no words that will affect these men's minds.
Well, in the animals that they attempted to destroy,
the helpless
that
animals.
belonged
Think of
to-
Brule.
Well, and like as you guys have pointed out, I mean, animals are friggin' worth a lot of.
A horse?
Yeah,
She is too.
yeah.
Hugely valuable.
And they
Yes.
attempted to.
And all the chickens
Yeah.
and the geese.
Yep.
Yeah.
Clearly for food.
Stealing a horse is one thing. Burning a building down and destroying two perfectly healthy horses is wanton madness.
A goose is a year's taxes.
You guys are working yourselves into a lather, so I guess we're going to go take on this Argus fellow. You too?
We are.
But I don't think we should have a sit-down with them first. They're likely to outnumber us, and the element of surprise is our main advantage.
That and fear and surprise.
Among the many tools at our disposal,
It is
fear
more
and surprise.
honorable to address them directly.
They have no honor and deserve none from us.
It is the Orcish way.
They are animals.
Just like those brigands that attacked us. Devious.
I believe we should speak to them
Well-
first. Perhaps I should speak to them.
You can speak to them while we're shooting at them, I suppose. Just shout at them. Give up or we'll shoot some more. Sounds like a rollicking good time.
I think it is also possible that they would be able to tell us why it is the mayor and his city guard turn a blind eye to their activities. It is not right. He is to protect his people.
Would it make more sense to ask the mayor?
I do not believe so. I believe this woman. She believes they are being treated unfairly due to their religion. That he does not care for it or care for them.
The mayor doesn't?
Well, listen, it sounds like you have your dead set. You could probably track them really well. You're already in armor.
Yes.
He's eating meat, so I should probably just go along with you to make sure you guys all don't get hurt.
At which point,
but it sounds
Azim
like
looks at what he's eating like,
Are you done with that?
Brother.
Ha
It's shawarma.
I'll
So,
that. Well done. Shawarma
well,
indeed.
it is 2. We should probably get out there
Okay.
fairly soon, just before it gets too dark to track, and see what we can find.
Okay.
If they are in the area, I mean, I understand the dark, assaulting my darkness, but we can't find them in the dark.
Right. But approaching in darkness would be to our advantage.
All right?
Once we find where the camp is, we'll keep our distance. Adeste can go in by herself.
She's the only one with a bow, though, right?
See how the conversation goes. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I would have, there was one other thing too, because I imagine she got up, like, with the roosters and super early, and so
Sure.
she probably came
Absolutely.
back and he was sleeping.
Yep.
So this is maybe her second visit. And right on cue, the parrots
roosters.
walk. Yeah. So she would have checked in with, because with Father Francis to let her know, or let him know about what happened.
Okay. All right.
But also the intent would be all to hello. Hello.
the intent would be to...
The intent would be to let him, to ask if he knew anything about the lack of support from the mayor, and to ask if he had any congregants that would maybe be in a position that perhaps Lady Adelaide would agree to room and board them in
I missed a little bit
Oh,
of
okay.
that because I was
No,
negotiating. with
that's
the tribe.
okay. I was just
She wants to talk to the father about...
yeah. I would ask him if he knew anything about why the mayor would have not supported. Her?
Okay, he is puzzled
Okay.
about that. He was
Okay.
he seems genuinely puzzled about that.
And does he know anything about the Argus guy,
No,
or has he heard?
He's,
Okay,
he's not.
I
heard
figure
anything.
not. But then the other thing that was the other intent was to see if he had any congregants who were in such a position that perhaps if Lady Adelaide could, for room and board, they could work for her, and she would have additional assistance.
He will
That would-
certainly
okay.
check.
Okay,
You know,
cool.
it's possible that she made her grievance to the guard, and the guard did not accurately relay it to the mayor.
I do not think that is the situation.
She said she spoke to the mayor?
No, but I believe that she has not only spoken to the guards. I mean, that's the impression I got with the conversation, is that,
She says she spoke to the guard several
Yeah.
times. She hasn't said she's talked to anyone else.
and so I wouldn't imagine it's always the same two guards, because it just sounded like there had been.
No, she didn't give names,
Okay.
but she said she's spoken to more than one.
Okay. Yeah, so I think my character would make that assumption that it's like, even if she didn't speak to him. what I said.
Okay.
She didn't mention speaking to the mayor or the captain or anything like that. I mean,
Cool.
no one in like serious authority.
Well, if we have the four of us just outside of a church at some point, you know, on our own, in a private conversation, it occurs to me, Adeste, that I certainly don't want to diminish any of your vast skills because you've proven yourself in every regard. But I have to say, my brother, if anyone is convincing, I have seen him convince people of wildly unlikely scenarios.
Right. So let me put it this way. You stay in the back, in the dark, with a bow, and I'm going to march into the armed camp and try to talk them out of their madness.
With me at your side.
All right.
And Kutaiba El-Azim, if you would like to join us, if you're feeling well, you've certainly proven yourself in the scrape. I saw you with your sword at the mayor's. You ran that man through without hesitation. Will you defend these orphans with us?
Oh, yes.
Very good.
Okay.
Well, all right. I guess place to start then is at the
Do you like being volunteered by your sister?
I'm just going to volunteer myself anyway. I'm like, you're not very good at this whole talking thing. Let me handle this.
Does that plan, Adeste, feel like the right approach? Karat's learning about feelings.
Of course, we will be tipping our hand. That whole element of surprise thing is going to be right out of the...
Yes, but have you fired a flaming arrow before?
I have not.
Well, it's very effective for men in tents.
But not at all for men in tights.
Well, depends on what they're made out of.
I would agree that this is not a plan I am opposed to. However, I would like to stand with you. She's not. Do not want to confront men from.
Here's what we would like you to do.
The brush.
Stay in the brush with your bow and shoot the men while they attack us. Because if you're standing there, there's nothing you can do with your bow except die, and...
With all respect,
Yeah.
this is not the culture you are familiar with.
So, okay.
Perhaps, if I am there to also speak, we can ensure our words have been heard before.
In Orcish, Karat says, "This is why we won."
Do they have any idea of tactics? This is terrible. All right.
There
No.
has been much
Let the
death.
father and mother watch over them.
Yes, I agree. But there can't be that many of these men.
He's making them up now.
No, I already have.
Well, let's go do this. She has to track them, and this is her idea. So
Okay.
let's just see what we can do to protect her.
Very good.
Cool.
All right, so you're gonna go to the orphanage first, I assume.
Yeah, we can go to the orphanage first, and I'll tell Lady Adelaide that I've spoken with Father Francis, and he's looking into possibly more assistance for her, but that we are also going to confront.
I'll lead the horse back with us
Argus.
as well.
Okay.
I won't tell her that I've named her Brûlée, but give her the ointments that the barber surgeon gave us, and let her
Okay.
know that he's likely to be okay. So
Okay. All right.
So I'm going to be peering at these hills and such as the sun is sort of beginning, the shadows are getting long. I'm no tracker, but I'm thinking if I were going to set up camp, it would be probably where the forest meets the hills there, and it's going to be near a source of water. So maybe we're going to follow this brook where it feeds into this pond. And perhaps that's our best bet. But I'll let Adeste do her thing. But maybe
hopefully-
that's a good place to check for tracks.
yeah, it's best to narrow it down.
checking?
Sure.
Okay.
Tracking and perception.
Checking. Perception. Survival is tracking?
Yeah, that's survival.
Okay.
Survival plus perception.
I do have detail acuity.
I'm actually going to leave my bedroll and any non-essential items here at the orphanage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, me too.
Free me up for running.
Might as well.
I'll hand her my pipe and drum. Watch
Right.
over these. I expect to be back, but please watch over them. They're
Just for fun, I'm
tools
gonna
of my
add,
trade.
Of course I shall.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to add 3 with my detail acuity,
Okay.
just because. Why not? I haven't used any.
There it is.
Yeah. I had 3 hits.
Is
that's
that
a
a 1
one.
as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do have 2 1s, but they don't. I have 3 hits,
Not
so it's
more
not
than
more.
the hits. Yeah.
Boom.
It's not more than I know.
Okay, up where he pointed, that turns out that is a place where they
Cool.
would have got up there, and you do see a set of tracks that goes well into another valley that's very forested.
Can I also? I don't know if you do that thing when you get extras anyway, but can I tell approximately how many, like track wise, what I see, so that I could guesstimate?
You got 3 successes. Yeah, 6,
Okay,
maybe 7.
I cannot be sure, but it appears to be 6 or
Well.
7 then.
Hopefully, there's 6 more back at camp.
You don't want to be having
It'll
your
be-
time wasted.
It will be over too quickly.
He's good, yes.
He's good. He's good. Okay.
I'll have to fight them left-handed.
You are just every pop culture reference
Yes.
today. You're on today.
You're sure
I have a
you are
confession
not
to make.
a woods person.
No, I've just been seeing lots of combat, and I know where you would camp. You camp near water, and you camp near woods. Not in woods, though.
Cover and water.
Yeah.
They teach you this as a small child?
Oh, yeah. Don't they teach you that, too?
No.
Every child learns the ways of war. We know we could be invaded at any moment. Azim, have you been in war?
Yes.
Well, it's not pretty, but
I was in Iberia.
I see.
Oh, you fought.
I know.
Yeah.
You fought. The Caliphate of Cordoba.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that's not orcs you've been fighting. Out of
Oh, yeah.
character, I'm thinking.
Yes.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
there's an
They
orc
were
tribe
the-
over by.
We're the
Iberia.
only ones who held the orcs.
Yeah.
Who held the orcs
Yes.
back.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that would be. I think.
And the 2 southern tribes are
Yeah.
like the most influential and powerful of the
Yeah.
orc tribes.
Oh my god.
And we beat them.
Could you mute my mic for a second?
1, 2, 3, 4.
It is literally wrapped around my leg. Somehow, I don't know how this happened, but it would have been disaster if I stood up. What?
Jason stands up and goes face first on the table.
Yeah, and then the table flips.
Thud.
Okay, sorry. Am I unmuted now?
You are unmuted.
My beautiful voice.
Yeah.
That's right. We have great respect for your people. That's so many folded before our forces. Yours acquitted themselves with great honor and respect.
He's not gonna comment about that.
Yeah. I think I would just be watching your face. Do the side eye. Like,
Corona's not the diplomatic one.
It's
Good job for not dying.
Well, it's the father. It's glorious war.
Yeah,
That's where you want to.
That's a glorious success in war is respectable.
Absolutely.
That's- yeah.
Stu's apparently buying things on eBay.
I'm ordering the kids pizza.
Oh yeah.
Like, we have pizza.
Fair
You're
enough.
playing a game, so we should have pizza.
Oh, I see. Is pizza the replacement dad?
Yes.
They'll hug it
things.
and love it.
Yes, pizza
And call it
equals.
Actually, that's called blackmail.
Yeah, all right, fair.
Like, oh, Dad, you're doing the thing you want to do and not
Yeah.
the thing that we want to do, so you owe us now.
That's
you owe us pizza.
opportunistic, really.
I respect it though. That sounds right.
Oh, my daughter's opportunistic.
Yeah,
She knows all about that.
that's just smart.
My children know everything about teamwork and blackmail.
That's respectable. These are good skills to have.
I'm training all my dice.
Yeah,
There we
I've
go.
been
Pizza
teaching
is ordered.
mine what
Now
to
I can
do as
Yeah.
well.
back
The
to work.
skulls. I want the skulls.
Yeah.
I have orc dice, by the way, that look like this, and the 6s are skulls. I don't know if that's in frame. Blurry.
Look.
We're gonna check.
Where does one get orc dice?
Yeah, they're there.
It was
Those are Q Workshop?
no. This was a game store up in Seattle when I was there, and it wasn't a Games Workshop box
I-
of dice, but it was.
Oh.
They look like Q Workshop dice.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, Q Workshop. Maybe
Yeah.
they were. I don't have the box anymore, but yeah, they have these Roman numerals, and then 6 is a skull, and that's.
Oh, I
like
think,
it.
yeah, I think they're Workshop.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So, by the way, would anyone else like the AC to be a little bit more vigorous?
I think that's what
I
he's
was just
doing.
checking it right now.
Amen to that.
I would
All
like
right.
for the AC to be immensely more vigorous.
I was just like, it hasn't come on in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it at like 70,
Yeah.
72.
Yeah.
The AC in our bedroom is set at 62.
Yeah.
I love it cold.
Yeah. Me too.
Oh, you know what happened is when the door is shut.
Oh, it doesn't know what temperature it is. Yeah.
oh,
'Cause in
because the
there,
thermostat's in
yeah,
there.
it's-
Well, we got to keep it somewhat closed, otherwise we're going to get bad notes from Kimmy.
No.
Oh, all right.
That's not in the shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's no longer in the shop. So you can just keep it open.
Perfect.
Ruby.
Cool.
Thank you.
Because in there, it's like, oh, it's so nice.
So fie on Kimmy.
Well, it's just not in the shop.
Okay.
We don't need to keep that door shut.
Hodor.
Are we doing shots?
Hodor. All right.
Odor shots. What would be in that?
Big one.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys split up? Are like some of you still at the thing, or did you?
No,
all
no,
kinda-
we're all going together.
Yeah, we're
With her,
hiking up
Yeah.
into the mountains.
she,
and
okay.
then,
It's her about 10 or 15 feet ahead.
I ordered pizza.
I think I'm
You're
being
welcome.
slumpy.
she's so
You
surprised.
Dip that.
And
Just
dip it.
realized, yeah. Yeah, good.
Because my phone can't buy music from, like, okay, so.
Can this wait?
there's- Yes.
Okay, then let's do it later. When the pizza comes,
Gone.
let me know because I want a slice, and then someone else here might want one too. Because I ordered 2. Just letting you know.
You know, of course, that she'll come in and say, "Oh, by the way, Dad, there's one slice of pizza left.
We saved you one. Of
Yeah.
the
Saved you
cheese.
one."
Yeah.
I should have ordered half of it with like, because
Anchovies.
I'll eat anchovies.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love
They
anchovies.
won't touch it.
Yeah. That's good stuff, actually.
The first time I had pizza with anchovies, I'm like, why have I never ordered pizza?
Yeah.
with
No.
anchovies?
Yeah.
There's a
And it
reason
stops
to go
people,
on it.
other people from eating
So
your pizza.
I'm probably going to get hate mail for this, but if you haven't tried it, anchovies and pineapple is.
Oh, see, I'm kind of
I've not done.
anti-pineapple.
Well,
oh my god, I love pineapple.
It
on
was
pizza.
funny because it was in the Deadpool movie. It's like pineapple and anchovies. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I actually like that pizza. It was just funny that it's. I imagine they were thinking, what is the grossest pizza he could order?
I can kind of see the saltiness of the anchovies being
Pineapple.
counterbalanced.
The sweet and
Yeah.
salty is really
my
good,
favorite.
and it was just so funny.
Pineapple and ham.
I love pineapple. I just don't want it on my pizza. It doesn't
Oh,
Oh
belong.
I
my
love
god,
it.
it's
I
so
love
good
it.
with the salty cheese and the.
Yep, let's try it with the anchovies sometime. I'm a fan.
I don't think I've had an anchovy.
Anchovies
for
are
a long time.
fantastic.
Yeah.
They really are.
I'm
Just
not a fan.
eating anchovies on a cracker with a little dollop of sour cream.
Oh, I've never tried that.
It's oh my
There's
God.
some
It's like caviar.
Yeah.
Italian.
I've never had
I
caviar
don't know,
either, but it
little-
sounds good.
It's not a crudité, but it's some appetizer-y thing that you make that's Italian that's got anchovies and.
Oh, does it have anchovy paste?
No, that I think they're just anchovies, but then like vegetables and stuff. So it's not
Oh.
pickled, but it's oh my god! All I can think is pasta visual right now.
They
but that's
had
bean
a
soup.
pickle
Well, if you eat
herring.
if you eat Caesar salad, you're eating anchovy paste.
Yep.
Yes.
You must cut down the tallest tree
Well,
in the
good
forest.
Caesar dressing has anchovy paste
Yes.
in it. Not all Caesar dressing does.
And the best Caesar dressing also has raw eggs in it.
Yep.
Oh.
I went to a restaurant when I was when I was a kid. They wouldn't do this today, where they made the waitress made the Caesar salad dressing right in front of
Nice.
you.
Yeah.
She had a bowl
Wow.
of romaine lettuce, and she brought out and she cracked an egg inside of it and put the
Yeah.
oil and
You
vinegar
can't
and
bottle
anchovy
that.
paste. No,
Like, there's no way you can bottle that. You can make it fresh. I'll eat raw egg. I don't care. But
right.
That's,
Well, the vinegar and salt and all that kills.
yeah, like it's gonna.
That's what it's for.
What's gonna survive that?
Anyway,
Yep.
so Adeste's doing her little hunter thing, 10 feet or so,
And
12 feet in front of
Yeah.
us. Occasionally we
Fight at
stop.
camp, a bunch of mercenaries are arguing about how to make Caesar dressing.
You're right.
Yeah.
Which won't be invented for.
Well, they're trying to invent it
almost
right now.
1,000 years.
That's the thing. They've been trying and failing to invent it all this time. It's spending 2 months.
And it was a Mexican chef that invented it, right? It's named after a Mexican chef, I think.
Oh, is it? It's Caesar dressing.
I think so.
Oh.
I believe so. I think it was a Mexican chef.
I got nothing.
All right. Okay. So you get to a point where you realize you're kind of up on a ridge. They've you're following the tracks, and there's like a little dip, and kind of like a little valley, and you can hear like a
Okay.
babbling brook down there, and you're thinking that might be where they're camped.
Okay. As we approach, do we see fire or?
It's daytime, right? It's like
Well,
late afternoon.
No, but they
Yeah,
might
we
be
were
cooking.
waiting.
We
or-
left it around 2,
Yeah.
2:30, 3, because he was sleeping. We ate, we
Maybe an
planned.
hour to
so it
get
took us a
there.
half an hour to get there, another
Okay.
hour to get there. So we're talking 4:30 or 5. My plan was to sort of get there around sundown.
It's near sundown.
Okay.
It's still daylight.
Well, and also just potentially cooking.
If you were
or something
camping
like
there,
that.
but it wouldn't necessarily be visible.
Okay. No, that's okay.
I mean, you can make a perception roll to see if it's visible. What did we figure? You have to pair it with a scope. The
Survival
now
again?
need to
I thought it was a variable thing that we were
be,
using.
yes, but it would
I
depend
would.
on what the
You
scope.
might want to
Other
go
education-
perception survival because
Yeah.
you're
makes sense.
perceiving how somebody would make their camp.
Yeah, let's do that.
While she's doing that, I had a thought yesterday that I wanted to relate to you. We had a question last session about called shots
I'm gonna roll mine
and how to do them.
Cool.
I figured it out.
as well.
You have your attack dice pool to do a called shot.
That's awesome.
You take dice
Watch,
from
I'm not
your
gonna get it.
called shot pool. Like if you have a 5 dice attack, you
Oh,
take
I
2 of them
see.
and set them
Missed.
aside. You roll the others.
That's
If you
awesome.
get a successful attack with that pool, you add the dice you removed. You add them to your damage dice.
Just like the defense dice, you can use it as a
Yeah,
called
it
shot
works
dice.
exact same way as your
Okay,
defense
so
dice.
it lessens your chance to hit, but increases your damage.
Increases
by
your
the
damage,
same
and
amount.
you specify where the damage is located.
2 dice is not a lot of a damage bonus though. It would have to have a multiple of like.
Maybe
2
you
or
get
3.
like double the dice you take
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
If you did something
maybe.
like that,
That'd
might
be
work.
fine.
Yeah.
But the idea is that to simplify it, you take dice away from, and that you can decide how committed you are
Yeah, I like that.
to
I do
hitting that
too.
spot.
Right.
I'm 1 dice committed to hitting that spot. I'm 2 dice committed to hitting that spot.
Like
know.
you have to subtract at least 1 if you're making a cold shot. I
Right,
would say.
Yeah.
right. I mean, like, in our
We could road test it here.
in our
See how
Vast
it works.
Dominions game, Hamish, who could conceivably roll 13 dice on an attack. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd take 4 dice out.
Sure.
for a cold shot.
That's me. I'm rolling 13 with my axe.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, that was for his attack roll,
for
not his
attack
damage
roll.
roll.
Oh no, yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
rolling
Hamish was
7 or 8.
Hamish was evil.
Yeah. And that was when only 1 success was a hit, right?
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
that would scale it past. So funny thing happened on the way to the
Yeah,
camp.
it totally did.
She rolled her perception.
Yeah, I rolled
and
those 5.
Only had 1 hit, so
got
not
1
a
hit.
success. I rolled my 2 dice because I'm trained in survival.
Yeah.
Right.
So 0.
And you have a perception of 2.
Perception of 2 boxcars.
Yeah.
Bam!
To kind of spy out where the.
So she's trying to spot a fire over there.
Right.
Yeah.
And like she's like sitting there like looking through the trees trying to see like the little flicker of fire and you're like,
And you go,
well, there's some smoke right there
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
up from the
It's
top
over
of the trees.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream
orcish
work.
smell.
Is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
Pointing across over her shoulder, or like to turn her head. Like, is that it?
It is.
All right. Well,
Indeed.
Okay.
that's funny. Yeah, I rolled the dice right next to Gina, and she watched them come up. So
Yeah, I was like, what? And then I said, watch me not get 2
Oh yeah,
hits.
yeah.
And
She,
then
she
I rolled
was like,
it.
"Watch, you're gonna get it on your 2 dice, and
Yeah.
I'm not." And
Yeah.
then she is
And
correct.
yeah.
Okay.
Because there's magic in this room.
Guess I better get ready to die.
All right, so you're like about here.
Okay.
I'm going to draw this
Okay.
just so you guys can kind
did you?
of see something a little bit.
I don't
I
have
can
any
show
armor.
it to the
What's my armor?
viewers.
Where's
at
the
some
armor
point.
class? Where's what is that?
Oh, under,
I
I don't have an
curse,
armor class.
I
No,
curse
no,
you
no.
and your
So the
whole
armor-
kinship.
Armor types have a
Yeah.
type of DR, damage reduction,
Yeah.
and so
I don't have any armor.
the armor you pick
you
will
would
have
at
a
least
DR
have
associated
leather or
with
something,
it.
wouldn't you?
Well, I was gonna.
He's a bard. He's of the sage
Class.
class.
Okay.
Right.
Basic protective wear.
Well, I was gonna try to take the stuff we got off the brigands, but it didn't fit.
Well,
Well,
if
the-
you could have cloth or
There-
some sort of cloth.
It's okay.
There's an orc NPC that you may meet if you go to a certain city, who is also of the sage caste, who holds it as a point of honor that he has never held a weapon in his life.
Well, well, I hope we get to meet him.
And he's like the first of the caste that has been met by humans. So he's been there for a few years. So, okay, you guys are probably like
I don't think a walking stick is a weapon.
Okay.
I mean, not as much as a hammer is a weapon, or
Right.
a wall of flame is a weapon.
Okay.
Can they see that? They can't see
Yeah.
that
Probably. There we go.
on the screen. Can they see that? On the
Okay.
screen?
So,
Oh,
what,
I'm like,
what
that
are
would
these?
be me.
The X's are you guys.
I think so.
I'm assuming.
It looks very white. I wonder if you pull it back.
So are those
Yeah, I
lines
think I
that
see
kind of. Oh
blurbles.
yeah, I had that problem with stuff I was putting on camera too. The white balance just
There
washes
you go.
out.
Yeah,
That do it?
a little bit. Yeah, because I can at least see the darker marks.
I wonder if I can put photos on the chat room while I'm doing this. All right, okay. So basically, there's like two crests, and there's like a valley in between them, and you can kind of see where a fire is.
Okay.
And as you're kind of walking along, you're like, I think it. He's like, oh, there's smoke right there.
So do we just want to walk in whistling, or do you want to sneak? I mean, you coming with us, or you really set on that?
I would.
Oh no, I'm going
I would
in with
love
you.
to have an archer on the ridge. That is.
Absolutely. If I were doing this, there would be Archer on the ridge, and there would be you running in, and somebody on the outskirts. But it looks like we're all walking in.
Are you sure there's no way we can convince you the value of having an archer up above?
I did not come to kill men.
Well, we will try to convince them to leave, but if they attack, having you up close is not as helpful as having you on the ridge above and perhaps to their side and at great disadvantage.
Perhaps two orcs approaching may make them feel that they need to defend themselves.
Well, I won't land the first blow.
Can we see anything as we approach?
Are they sitting around playing cribbage or
Yeah. Or like have poor kids on
Chinese
spits.
checkers?
As you start, are you tromping down? Are you trying to be quiet? Or are you trying
Well,
to
No.
We're
think
trying
we're-
to. I want to see if I can get a sense of what kind of camp this is before, because she's resisting, taking the high ground.
As far away as possible that we have visual, we want to just spy on them a little bit
Yeah.
and see.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, if we're not going to sneak in, then we should just go in and then,
No, we might be
get in
able
close
to.
enough where they can't actually do anything. I mean, if it's asses and elbows, we will have the advantage
That's
because
true.
they don't want to hit each other, but we can at least
My
hit them
ass
with
is
impudence.
quite large.
So, I mean, it's one or the other. We either just march in and allow ourselves to like get surrounded, or we stay on the outskirts.
Why would we not want to observe their camp first?
Yes, well, observe until
Yeah.
the sun sets, at least.
There's still light.
Yeah.
Okay.
We never did. Do we figure out if orcs see in the dark?
Oh,
They have regular old
Oh, okay.
vision. They have
Same,
regular plain
just
old-
normal vision. Okay.
Yeah.
Not better or worse than humans.
No.
Okay.
No infravision.
No.
Mm.
You can make a second perception roll and see how if you can
Okay.
like see some of the camp. Anyone else who wants to make one is certainly willing to.
Yeah, because we're all probably kind of
Okay.
Is there a skill that would have been related to like military tactics or something? I didn't write a skill down like that, but I'm just wondering if there is one that I maybe should have thought about. I have a history skill.
There probably is history. I would let you use history.
3 2s.
I also made up stuff
It'd be great in
because
GURPS.
if it's not there,
know.
I'm sure it's like.
I only got 2 dice anyway, but you know,
Okay. You're not going to try to observe.
I'm using my military history knowledge. 4s. Nope, that's not going to do it.
Well, I got 2. I thought I might have more.
2 successes.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
these 2.
You can see a couple of tents, just
There you go.
barely. But
Cool.
you see a
Okay.
couple. There's a couple. You can see a couple tents.
Okay.
You hear shit. You can hear a babbling brook down
Yeah.
there.
I know they're down there, but yeah,
Okay.
can't pick it out.
But you can see like little bits of like flashes of like sort of a grayish mottled color
Okay.
that you think are probably tents. You don't hear any like.
Okay. About how far are we from them?
Less than 20 meters away.
Okay. I guess
they're
I'm,
like, it's like down a slope.
I'm just wondering if there's any more detail about the tents that I can spot. Like, do they seem tattered and like not very well kept? Do they seem like military tents? Do they? And it's okay if I can't tell at this.
Are they flammable?
All you can really see at this point
Okay.
is flashes of color that don't fit in with the natural surroundings.
Any
Right.
of the flashes of color signal military colors to me or anything?
Well, they use some white tents. They used
Okay.
to have material that was of a whitish color.
Okay.
Oiled canvas,
Yeah,
Oh.
probably. Yeah,
like what they made sails out of.
right.
I will point
So
out.
probably a dingier,
Sort of a
color.
grayish
Well,
brownish
sails
Okay.
were usually made of. Didn't they try to make
Linen.
them? Was it linen?
flax. Before they had linen, they had flax, and I think the Vikings used flax or wool or both.
Wool?
But they had a lot of it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they would.
unlimited.
I don't know if you
They had infinite wool.
sea spray wool.
Biggest, heaviest
Yeah.
sail, smelliest sail you could ever
Yeah.
have.
I would point that out to my
Okay.
companions.
Well, I don't know about human military stuff, but I mean, is it a set of? Can you see the Jakes from here? Are they 30 feet away from? I know the Romans used to have certain standards. Some of this, whatever.
What
It doesn't
are-
matter. We're still going to walk in there, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
And is there actually a high ground that I could even be on where I would have visibility to the camp? Kind of sounds like
You're
I'd have to
you're
just
kind of
be-
like moving around and looking, so you can
Okay.
kind of get different angles. It's pretty dense down there.
Okay.
But you can see, and you don't even see anyone
Okay.
like any people. You can kind of pick out a few tents, 2 or 3 of them, probably.
I think I should come with you.
Uzo, will you pray with me?
Oh, sure.
So actually in French, not Orcish.
Let's see it.
Oh.
Karat's going
I
to
sent
say,
it to you in the.
Oh, there it is. Sure. Sorry.
Mother, please grant these humans the wisdom to know that they should surrender right away. And Father, if they should not, guide my axe to their necks. Amen. She heard amen at the church. We're like, that's like a good ending. That's what our prayers are missing. Is like a good period at the
It
end.
must, it must be
Yeah.
human for, and I'm done now.
Yeah, and then
I thought all orc prayers ended with zug zug.
stop poking me.
Okay, I guess sneaky up on the camp. Continue to.
Sneaking.
That would have been Stu Rose too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are gonna-
Stu Rose and Bill.
Yep.
Both,
Yeah.
Oh, they did those original Warcraft voices? Oh, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to thank Bill next time I see him.
The 2 of them were a lot of, and they were guys I went to college with.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I played the heck out of those games.
In fact, the Poxy Boggards, one of their songs,
And you click
Agincourt Carol.
on the church.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're re-recording it for our next CD.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's all Bill. Bill wrote all that history too.
It's a good tune.
That's a traditional.
Very old.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I have to. Your mage just did something, and I have to.
Oh, yeah.
Look up a rule really
Secrets.
quickly.
Oh.
Because we really are trying to road test the magic here.
Yeah.
Well, and this is something that
No, it's fun. There's no apologies
Yep.
needed.
I did not expect someone to do.
So that's Jib for you.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, if it's going to be someone, it's Jim.
Yeah. Is he gonna cast a sleep spell on us?
I don't know.
And then we wake up and it's like, and you were there? And you?
Scarecrow, I miss you most
I
of
know.
all.
Let me see your character sheet real quick.
Who
I need to see what
Ray
forces you
Bolger.
have.
Even if it was Buddy Epson, man.
He's a pretty funny guy.
Buddy Epson rules. You ever see any of those 1930s? He was a dancer.
Yeah.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Buddy Epson, the Beverly Hillbillies, Jed Clampett.
Oh, okay.
He's an old character actor, and he actually was cast as
He's
the Tin
in
Man,
tons of
and they
stuff.
started shooting, but he had it, or they
Allergic
did,
reaction
they did
to the
test
silver.
aluminum
Yeah,
powder on his
paint or
face.
something, yeah.
It it got in his lungs and whatever's bad.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
he and
it was
his
bad.
sister, I believe, were a dancing duo, and then he got in films, and it's just freaking amazing.
Well, yeah,
watching.
as his physical comedy, even in Hillbillies,
Yeah.
is like really
But he's
funny.
a character
so.
actor. I mean, he was in
Yeah.
all these westerns. And
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in tons of
Yeah.
He was really a triple threat. He could do it all.
Yep.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I couldn't have named him if you asked me to. That's interesting.
He's awesome.
Out by the cement pond.
Get through.
I met him once.
What's in that pond? Let's see.
Didn't she have
Cement
ducks
pond.
and an alligator and stuff? in
Yeah,
there?
all kinds of
Emmy,
stuff.
Emmy Lou.
Yeah.
She always rescuing animals.
Yep.
Jethro. I was like, what's the big knucklehead's name?
Jethro.
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 Yeah.
Jethro Bodine.
Yeah. No, Jethro Bodine, I think, is the guy from the We'll Leave the Light On. I think that's him.
Oh, is
Oh,
that
I didn't
him?
know that.
For the Motel 6?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's.
Or is that Super 8?
I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
His voice
I
is
think
so
it was Jethro
distinctive.
Clampett, because it was the Clampett.
Yeah, Jethro
Oh.
Clampett. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he and Ellie Mae, right?
Ellie and Grandma.
Were
Yeah.
cousins, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because there was some sort of dead
It's not much of an impediment.
Maybe
That's
it was.
funny.
Maybe it was Jethro Bodine.
Wait.
Right, if they were cousins.
Wait. Do not go in.
Why?
What are we waiting for?
This is an interesting situation.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What are we waiting for?
I think perhaps they might have set traps.
This is a good thought.
Yeah, makes sense. If you're ever going to leave the camp.
We should check for these traps.
Do you have a good eye for these things, Adeste?
I believe I can look for them.
I'm terrible at it. I am nothing.
We don't have a dispel.
Oh.
I'm like, I
Interesting.
believe the
I
secret
don't-
witch is asking me to use my detail acuity.
I agree. I think that was Stu for I agree.
Yeah. I don't know. I would think looking for traps, you would use stealth also. It's like the reverse, or
Yeah.
Use
would think
stealth and
Yeah.
perception.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of thought.
Totally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there
like
is.
reverse
There is.
stealth, but yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
Magicum, smite, and one of the forces used by the target, plus 1 mot. That's the cost. It may not be in your circle.
It's not.
It might be in the next circle.
Burning circle of fire just doesn't have the same ring to it.
Circle of fire.
Ring of Fire.
Yeah, see that?
That's got its ring to it.
I fell
Yeah.
down in a burning ring of fire once.
To a burning.
I went down,
fire.
down, down. The flames just got higher.
We got
Yeah.
married
They burned.
in a fever.
The Ring of Fire?
What, the burning ring of fire?
Yeah.
The rain of fire.
Let's sing that song. Hotter than a pepper.
Oh yeah, it went down to Jackson.
Yep.
Oh, I love that song.
Down to
Right.
Jackson.
Jackson.
I'm going
Ever
down,
since the
Jackson.
fire went out. Oh.
So,
It was fun.
you guys need to.
I love that
You
song.
guys are doing super secret magic-y stuff. Do you want us to leave
Yeah.
the room?
No, we're done.
Oh, all right.
Oh, we're done.
Am I rolling to spot traps?
Sure. Spot traps.
Okay.
Please
Looking for
spot the
traps.
traps.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it, like a bunch of tin cans strung up? Like what?
I could use my
Could be-
detail
could be
acuity.
Burmese
Should I
tiger trap?
roll 5 or roll 8?
I
Always roll 8.
for 8. I don't know what that
I
costs
can't
you.
use it. I can't use it again then.
That's a talent. If you have
Yeah.
We're
a
gonna
talent, you
sleep
can use
after
twice
this.
per session.
We're
Okay.
gonna kill all these guys, go home,
Okay.
eat like kings, and
Yeah, right?
Talents you can use twice per session.
2. Let's use a pirate die.
I just realized it's really hard for Karat to get laid.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult in this town.
Unless you do it clamp it style.
No.
Okay. Oops. I had so many dice they fell out of my hands.
Oh my god.
That's a 6.
There's a 5.
There's a
Five.
5.
Okay, so that's good. It's already a success.
And 2 and a 2. So I at least got a success for 3
You got a lot
die.
of tutus.
Yeah. I've been rolling a lot of 2s. You rolled 3
I did
2s.
roll 4 2s.
But I
3
did
2s.
get a 6 and 5.
You were rolling for perception? Look for traps?
Detect traps.
Yeah, I guess I was technically looking for traps because he told us to look. Yeah.
You are reasonably certain that there are no traps. I mean,
Cool.
you're like looking from the outside. You're not tromping through the underbrush yet.
Cool.
But you're looking, and you're like looking for something like a
Okay.
strings or
Yeah.
that sort of thing. And you are you take a good amount of time.
Okay.
The sunlight is starting to kind of go away at this point. You are reasonably certain there are no traps.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it
Okay, no.
really quiet over there still? She comes back?
So this is not in my
There are
circle.
traps.
Right. This would have to be an improvised.
This has to be an improvised spell.
Does that mean you have roaming charges?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he does. Yes, it does.
Oh, yes, he does.
And my cell company, they suck.
They really charge an arm and a leg.
Literally.
Yeah.
So, did you look up Dispel to see what you need for it?
I can't. I still haven't been able to find it.
They're in alphabetical order, unless you don't have the most recent version.
Is it called Dispel?
Here's
But I
one.
thought I sent it out.
Can you
Through
do
Slack?
a
It's on page 23.
find in page?
Are you looking at the PDF
Yes.
on page 23?
I don't know that I have 23 pages.
You may have earlier rules. Magicum, Smite, and the Force used. So the Force we decided
Okay.
was used.
I have of those 3. I have prescience.
So you don't have Magicum or Smite.
Correct.
So you're not a meta mage.
No.
So we're gonna try. Okay.
Metamage.
I know.
Sounds
Cool
awesome.
names.
Right?
What's a magic user that does magic?
I met a mage once.
That deal
That manipulates magic.
Yeah, manipulates magic
Yeah,
rather than.
I love that. That's always the kind of mage I end up making when I play wizards. I'm always like the counterspell, dispel, read
Right.
magic. Like, I don't know why I love that so much, but you know,
Okay.
or like Prime in World of Darkness is always my favorite thing.
So we're gonna say 3 forces. So your EM is +2.
Right.
You're gonna want to. How much time are you gonna want to take to do this? Take an hour. It reduces your EM by 1.
We're probably not going to wait an hour.
Five
we
minutes
were
is
waiting
0.
for dark.
We were waiting for dark, and
They're
there's also-
waiting. They're waiting for dark.
and she was detecting traps for it. It just took a while too. So
I'm going to take an hour.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
If I have
actually,
it, I'm
that's
gonna take an
legit.
hour.
That's
So you have
legit.
an EM of 1.
It's
Yes.
probably about 1 hour till sundown, right? If it's 5:30ish,
Sure.
it's. I don't know what time of year it is.
Okay.
Okay, Google, what's the weather in Lyon?
Exactly.
Yeah, watch how you say it because it may.
What's the weather in Lyon?
It may give you Lyon, which is
Yeah.
Lyon, which is on the other side of France.
Oh yeah, Lyon is what I got.
Yeah.
Laon. But
Yeah.
Laon.
Laon.
Lounge.
Laon.
Lyon. Okay.
Lyon. As opposed to Lyon. So
So here's what I'm going to do. You're missing 2 of the.
I know.
And Magicum is a
big one.
inarguably necessary. For this
Inarguably
spell.
necessary. It's required.
But I'll let you do it.
Because
It's in the 70s this week. Is it summertime in Lyon right now?
No, it was spring,
Oh, it's spring? Okay.
so it
Oh.
probably a little chillier than
Yeah,
that.
60s.
probably
Yeah.
60s. So I'm also going to add a die to the pool.
That's
with
2.
with a mot.
That's 2 dice.
There you go.
Oh, you got to spend a mot. Well, normally you'd have to spend a mot to cast.
I have to spend a mot to cast the spell, and I have to spend a mot to add a die.
This is going to go great.
Hold on,
That's a lot.
because this is an improvised spell you're casting.
Uh huh.
it's based on an actual spell, but give me 1 second because you're missing 2 of the things.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to take that to cast the spell because at EM 5, which is what I'm putting you at, I'm increasing your EM by 2 per
Think I'm missing.
skill you're missing.
Right.
So you're at EM 5.
And for the listeners, what is EM?
Entropy magnitude.
Entropy magnitude.
Yes. Yeah.
That doesn't sound
It's a word you like, similar to the word you would use to describe a bomb.
Right.
If things go wrong.
And if you think 5 sounds like a
And
lot, you're
slash
wrong.
is
It's a
an-
fuck ton.
It's the one that's got 28 pages.
Okay.
it goes up. All right.
I just
so,
opened the wrong one.
you suffer 2 entropy points automatically casting the spell.
Yep.
Must spend them on.
You spend a mot.
Did that.
All 1s and 2s count as entropy.
Yep.
And
Any
twos?
backfires require 3d6 on the backfire table. Roll your skill.
What? How many dice do you have? Like 2.5.
I have 6 dice
All
for
right.
this.
Can we spend mots
Can
on
I do
each
bo-
other's behalf?
Do you know how to do bardic inspiration?
Okay.
I see
I have 3 successes.
You do.
I see 1 entropy.
I see 2 and
2.
2 entropy.
Oh, one
And you already took 2.
I already took 2, so that's 4.
So
You
you've
passed
used
out
up
again.
your stuff.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
gonna think you're anemic. You need to go home.
Yeah.
And none of the characters even know what you did.
Go.
Right.
Oh, is this a subtle act?
Yeah.
Well,
It looks like
how
he's
many
praying or
successes
something.
did you get?
Yeah.
2
3.
successes.
I got 3.
So you're going to
Yeah.
make one of them secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go
So
home
yeah, you guys
or
don't
you're
even
drunk.
see what he
I
did.
thought we
Wow.
were going to finally see
Wow,
him do
Jim.
something.
Good going.
Yeah.
Now, is there like a learning thing? Like, if he
he
starts
is
to
gonna
do some of that,
pass
does he
out.
learn more?
No, it
got
has to
5
remain that way
entropy.
because you have to the spells you learn you have to learn through your order.
Right.
Does he get XP for trying out new spells?
No, not really.
No, but
he didn't die,
I didn't
No?
die.
Okay.
and he didn't kill the rest of the party, which
Yeah.
is good
Also a
survival.
possibility.
Yep.
And I didn't rip an ever expanding hole in the time space
See, I
continuum.
appreciate it.
That would
Appreciate
take
it
care
by
of the
all.
bandits, though, too.
Yeah, that's true. But I appreciate it.
Well, so we're all like, she comes back, and we're like,
Yeah.
well, I guess it's safe. All right.
And is he unconscious?
No,
No.
Oh,
Because
okay.
entropy doesn't. When he takes his will stat also doubles as his entropy stat, and when he rolls for spells, every one he gets adds entropy. That's the limiting factor
They
for
said he
the
had
for the
5
for the
negative.
spell.
You lost 5 just doing that one spell, right? Because you 2
4.
just to cast it, and then 3.
No, it was 2.
no,
It was 2 and 2.
two.
It was 4 total.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like right at his limit.
Gotcha.
I was
Okay.
right at the.
I don't know. I thought that last one was
because I was harnessing magics that I
Cool.
don't own.
Yeah.
It pushed me very close to my limit to do this, to do what I just did.
If he had one more entropy thing, he would have been unconscious again.
Yeah.
Well, no, I wouldn't. I didn't have to go unconscious before.
Oh.
That was just a
Oh, okay.
jib thing.
Yeah, a game choice. Yeah.
Okay.
It was good RP. It led to you being manhandled by an orc warrior princess.
All
Which
right.
everybody likes.
We're gonna go down into the camp.
Are you gonna be quiet or are you gonna just tromp?
There's no
No.
point in sneaking
Yeah.
if we're going in to talk to them.
Okay.
I also don't want to get shot out of the dark. So.
Kind of makes me wonder why I just did what I did.
Are you sure?
Well, you don't
You
know
would
what
not
kind of.
Like me to go.
Yeah, I
over
don't know
those
what they were.
so
Yeah.
that you have the element of surprise as you
think-
wished.
They need to know that your threat is real and large.
And bristly.
Okay.
Okay, you can kind of as you guys are tromping down, you can hear some stirring down there.
So
Like people are, oh, what's that? Oh.
perhaps Azim, you should wait in the brush until you are needed.
Okay.
You could provide the element of surprise for us.
Well, he's not a ranged combatant that we
Well,
know of,
but
but,
if
he can still pounce in there.
If you loop around and
Yeah.
sprint in from the side,
Yeah,
no one would expect that.
indeed.
The, you know,
Well, if you,
Spanish disquisition.
I will,
Imposition.
Yeah, there you go.
because we're close,
Spanish
we're close enough
infatuation?
The
now.
Spaniard in position.
I will stay out of the sightline. and in the brush, because if I am in a position where I can hear you in case.
Wait, I thought you were.
What happened to the whole? We're
No, I thought we
I
were
need to
tromping
see
forward.
a human.
If I can hear, I'm okay. I thought you wanted me to be way up on a ridge.
Oh, I thought the point was you wanted them to see a human so they don't freak out when 2 orcs tromp into camp.
That is absolutely part of it. But the other thing is, like, if I sense that there is some sort of misunderstanding.
No, this is fine. Let's not talk her out of it.
I agree.
No,
I agree.
stay in the brush
Yes.
with your bow. That's great.
I want to make sure we all understand the same thing, but I think this is an excellent idea.
Yeah. Okay.
And Uzel and I shall approach.
Yeah, I would still prefer to go in alone, but I am.
I would feel responsible for your death.
All right, let's go do this thing. I got your back.
All right.
Okay, you got a pretty good vantage point.
Okay.
Place. Once you get through some of the underbrush,
Cool beans.
you got you have a pretty good vantage point.
Say
And
we
there's
challenge the leader to a fight.
5/10.
I like that.
What's that?
Like the whole
5 to 10.
like the whole
Small.
13th Warrior
Okay.
thing.
I haven't seen it, but
Okay.
I
Oh,
trust
you
you.
should.
5 small towns.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Everyone said that to me. I don't know why I haven't seen it. I don't have anything against
It's
it.
arguably one of the best Viking movies made.
And I
Which
love
one?
Vikings.
A 13th warrior.
It's not perfect.
Yeah, well,
No.
that's all right.
It's got Antonio Banderas. And he's funny.
That borderlines.
He also has one of the
perfect.
best learning scenes I've ever seen.
Oh,
He's
the
learning-
language,
He's
right.
learning Scandinavian. It's
Right.
awesome.
Only an Arab would take a dog to war.
All right, so we march
That
up.
sword you have. Can I give it to my daughter when you die?
Right?
All right. So you guys tromp down there, and
Yeah.
some guy's getting out of his tent because he can hear you coming.
Yeah.
And he comes out and he's got a sword drawn, and as soon as he sees you, he's like, "Lads, wake up!"
Argus? Yeah, we're here to see. Are you Argus? You seem to be in command here. Hi. Nice to meet you. Oozle.
What do you want?
Suddenly it's
Well,
Mad
we hear
Men.
you've been attacking orphanages and lighting things on fire here. So my sister here would like to challenge you to combat.
We don't attack anyone.
Oh, okay.
We're just living on minding our own business.
Oh, so you're not going to you're going to turn down this combat? Well, a coward, I hear. Wow.
Someone from this camp visited the orphanage that caught on fire last night. Who was it?
I don't know what you're talking about. No one here did that.
Cowards and liars.
So read individual.
Sure.
All right, so that's in 1. So that's a 1. What do I roll along with that?
Perception.
Oh, I have the play cups.
That's
a
one
6 and a 5.
That's 6 and a 5.
He's lying.
He's lying.
What?
He's lying. The hell you say? Yes, he's lying.
I am shocked, I tell you.
Shocked.
Shocked, I say.
I say good day. Good day.
I'm of the mind to just smack him in the head and ask him if there's somebody else who wants to talk. So I'm gonna.
I can't stop you.
I want to smack him in the head with my quarterstaff, which
Like
Smack him in the head
like
with
a
your
boot?
quarterstaff.
which is a 2 melee 2. And what do I?
Melee plus your whatever your skill is in the weapon.
It's
2 hinders,
I'm
probably.
looking it up.
No, you probably have your
Attack
figured
5.
out up on top because there's a melee and a range.
Right. I was looking at
Right,
melee
that's melee?
two-handed.
You got melee.
It's 2.
3
No.
plus 2. So 5 dice.
Oh, it's 3 plus 2. I'm sorry, I was looking at mine.
You know how despondent it is when he looks at his dice before he rolls them? It's like, I know you're going to fuck me. Oh, look at
3 successes.
Ooh!
No,
No,
that's
it's
4
4.
successes.
Well, no,
Yeah.
but it's because I need. Yeah, all right. It's 4 successes.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're going to smack him in the head.
I'm going to smack him upside the
Alrighty.
head.
And I think that lowers, according to the old rules, that lowers your damage numbers by 1 or 2.
To do what?
You smack him in the head, it does more damage. So
Oh.
what the damage dice you roll, whatever your like 5, 6 or
Yeah.
whatever it is for what's the
Damage is 7.
strength plus
But
skill?
strength plus skill plus 2.
Okay.
So
7 dice.
1, 2, 3
Oh boy.
plus skill, which is
More over here.
4, 5 plus 2.
Also, Stu, I should add,
That's one.
Karada's standing there with axe and shield, but she's not rushing into battle. Like, he's just bopping a dude on the head. Like, that's...
Right.
Yeah.
She's not
That's a Tuesday.
escalating, right?
All right.
In her mind, this is fine.
This is a correction.
Yeah.
This is like
Is
a,
that 7?
a granny cane ball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now what is your normal damage numbers? for your weapon.
Oh, I see.
4/6.
So let's make it 3/5.
Well, that's
So read
all of
everything over 3 first.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
No,
No.
2 more.
Everything over 3.
Oh,
Three
three
included?
including
3 included.
Oh,
Yeah.
3
I'm
and
sorry,
3 and
yeah,
up.
Yeah.
3 and higher.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that's 6 minor.
Oh, nice.
And then everything over, what is the other number, 6? Your other number was 6?
Yes.
Make that 5. So,
So-
everything
Three.
5 or higher.
3 of those.
So 3 of those.
So 6 and 3, that's...
And Uzel crushes the bandit's skull with her.
No, he
buccaneer.
hits him hard. He hits him hard and he knocks him on the ground. But he is not dead, because he took 9 points total.
Yeah.
But he is hurt. He's definitely hurt.
Now then, no more lying. Who lit the orphanage on fire? I'm going to lean on my staff on his chest.
Oh.
Now, I'm trying to be civil here, but if you're going to keep lying to me, I'm just going to have to keep smacking these guys in the head.
I like the size of that tent, Uzel.
Make a perception roll for me. Perception, in this case... Use your weapon skill.
Could I make
Because
that
it-
roll as well?
Yes, you may.
So melee two-handed?
Yes, because this is sort of a combat perception.
Okay. I got that's 5 and a 6.
I have the same.
Let's go. Okay, so 2 successes
And 2
so,
ones.
So you both see what happens.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I only have 1/1, so.
This is when I need because I came up with names for all of the spells and I put them in alphabetical order. But I'm looking for a specific spell, but I don't remember the name. I only remember what it does.
Is
Do
this
you have
from
a-
you?
Do you have a search
I
function?
hope this is from you.
No,
No.
Search?
Great.
Yes, but I don't remember the name of the spell.
But you remember the
Can you
name of
search
the
for
description
stuff
thing,
of
right?
the stuff it does?
Ah, found it. Right at the last moment that you would possibly be able to do anything about it, you see the head of an orc peek out from one of the tents and make a gesture at you.
That's me, mouth agape.
Because we know what magic looks like a caster throwing magic around.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's not going to end well
Never does.
for
Good.
him. I mean,
Good. Wow.
is magic the sort of thing I can throw myself in the way of, or is it sort of an instantaneous effect that?
It really depends on what they're doing, I think.
Yeah.
It's a
If someone's a hawk down on my head, it's
It's
got to
an
be a second.
instantaneous
If
effect.
it's a fireball or a magic missile,
What's he doing?
he's hitting me.
He's casting something and it has to do with fire. You know that.
Okay.
Oh. Yes, I know.
Here,
A
you
lot
want-
of 1s and 2s.
you
That's
want a
good.
tray?
That's good for you.
Oh, all manner of entropy for him.
Oh yeah.
Lots of ones
He
and
might
2s.
burn himself out. In one go.
3, no 2, no one of those was a 1. It's 3 1s. 3 1s. That's
Ah, I like that.
Yeah,
And
but he's
then-
got 2 6s and 4s. Oh,
Yeah, but he might burn himself out in one spell.
7 serious.
okay. So how do I mark damage off of here? So
What is your total hit points?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's 6 plus
Oh, hit
your
points is
endurance
14.
twice.
Okay, so
Okay.
14.
And just to double check, there's no way this isn't like a jet of fire that I could throw myself in front of or somehow.
Not really.
yeah,
not
okay.
really. It's
Okay.
fast. It's
That's fine.
really
So
fast.
14 minus 7.
I understand.
So I'm at 7.
Yeah, you're at 7.
Okay.
7 points. So he basically, and you get smacked in the chest with
Okay.
a shaft of flame. This is
What?
the sort
Shaft.
of thing that you may have seen.
Shafted.
Well, if I knew it was an orc, then I know exactly what's going on.
And he's at 3 entropy.
Do we do an
Uh,
initiative?
Yeah, so I.
We
I
would do that
think
right now.
That's it
Yeah, I was
now.
gonna say I'd like
I was
to.
going to say, because at this point,
He surprised me without.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never even got a chance. But that's
Yeah.
all fine. We're stress testing the man.
I know, it's awesome. There was bumping, there was chest smushing, and then.
All right. So initiative again is.
So, and I think what the damage combat spells for the base spell double what I put down for damage. But every success that you add in, it's going to add the original amount. So for fire, you're going to start doing 8 dice. If you add a success, you add 4 dice.
Okay.
That's what I just did.
Okay.
What do we roll for initiative?
Initiative is going to be reaction,
Mm-hmm.
and you just roll that and add it up.
Oh, add the pips.
Yes,
So what was it? I was trying to come up with an Orcish curse in my head.
reaction.
Terrific.
Reaction. And add the
And
pips.
I just need the highest number.
I have an 11.
Wait,
or no, I'm
sorry,
sorry, I have
what
a
are we
13.
rolling?
Do you add
Reaction?
the pips to your reaction, or
No,
it's just a number?
roll
Okay.
roll that
Roll that
many
number dice.
Yeah.
And then
And
add
total it up.
Got it. 11.
7.
13.
13,
11.
11. So odd, it's going to go this way. Starts with Chip.
Okay.
Okay.
And it goes to you?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
And you saw are you with them?
I'm in the bushes
Yeah.
hiding,
Okay.
but I can see.
Yeah.
So I can see this orc.
Yes, and you saw, and he definitely casted a spell.
Okay. I am bringing the burning sands of the desert down upon him.
Oh, really?
This
Think
is-
you know fire?
You think you know fire? I was born of this.
I was born of
You know Firestorm?
Yes.
Oh, excellent.
I was actually working on a game years ago, and it occurred to me that the people in the desert would know water spells, and the people in the water would know fire spells, because that's the hardest thing to do.
Right.
And that's the thing you would need the most.
That's at least 5 successes.
I have 5 successes and 1 entropy.
Okay.
Nice.
So you have to roll, right? Because
Yes, I have to roll.
4.
I have to roll.
All right. Let me.
5 successes, though.
then
But I
make
have
a note of
5
that.
successes. One of those is going to be to keep me hidden,
What the
Okay.
heck?
and the other 2 I'm going to apply as extra damage.
And this is
Or
to
the other 3 I'm going to apply as extra damage.
this is to the shaman.
This is the shaman.
Okay. So that's going to give you 8
So that's
plus 12. Is that right?
Yes.
That's a lot.
8, and then
And 3 or higher is a serious. It's burning damage. Fire hurts.
Fire bad.
I wish I had a mic on the dice tray for this.
Holy smokes!
Everything that's over a 3
Holy
is a
crap.
serious.
How many
is
dice are
All
there?
right, here, hold on just one second. I just,
20.
I just want the
20
audience
dice.
to see all of those dice here, right? This is like a hero game all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Can't see them?
No, you could see. That
Most
wasn't
of
even
them.
all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were more.
It's like 5/8 of the
That was
dice.
banana sandwich.
Yeah, that's pretty much like a hero game. Like
Yeah.
playing a brick.
Just cut out 2s and 3s.
Wow, you've been rolling really well.
He doesn't get entropy on damage rolls, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, that would be terrible.
15.
That's enough to take him
Oh,
out.
is that all?
All right. He bursts into flames as well as the tent he's in.
Oh no, I wanted that too.
It was the nicest tent too.
I
And I want the information in it.
kind of okay with the tent being gone.
I
'Cause
kind of want the
it
information in
means
it. Why is
that-
there an orc working with them?
All right. Go ahead and roll
Yeah.
2d6 and add 5.
This is the backlash?
Yes. Oh, it's nothing.
4.
No, it's going to be nothing because that's a 9.
A 9.
That's what you rolled last
Same
time.
thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. So it's going to take you, until you recoup, it's going to take you 3 hours
Nice.
per.
Jib is dodging
You
that.
got- yeah, he rolled low.
I know. He's doing right.
I mean, an average
He rolled
roll
high
has
when
to
he
be
needed to.
7,
Yeah.
5
8,
successes.
9, 10, 11, 12. It would be a 12. He would actually take damage at that point.
Yeah. All right. So that was you. Who's next?
I think it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
goes this way.
the orc shot fire at him, and then himself caught on fire. So he obviously overdid his own magic.
Probably.
That's the most I've heard of that. I've
They're-
not seen it myself.
they are known to
so,
do that, yes.
Yeah. Then, and
You could. There's where you are right now. I'm going to say you guys are like right here. I'll show this to you in a second.
sure. Okay.
Okay. So you guys are the X's here. The O is the guy that he smacked in the head.
Yep.
This is where the orc bolt came out of.
Yep.
So
Okay.
that's an X tent. You can hear rustling coming from these other tents. You guys are probably, the two of you, are probably like here and here, probably close to each other, I assume.
But in cover of some
Right.
kind, right? Yeah, okay. So this guy...
So you can hear rustling coming from here.
Yeah. So...
The guy on the ground is not out.
Right. But is he like kind of on his knees, or is he...
He
giving
fell.
up,
He
or-
fell. You know, he hit him hard.
Okay,
He
so
fell
he's
to the
laid
ground.
out mostly. Okay.
But he's not out. He's not out.
Yeah.
Not unconscious.
Does he have a weapon near him?
He was holding a sword, which is probably still near his hand.
Yeah. So I want to...
And by the way, he's a big guy.
Yeah, I want to kick the sword away and just shout, "This is your one chance to surrender!" At my
Okay.
maximum orc volume.
Okay.
All right.
And make an intimidation check.
Okay. Go ahead.
So normally that would be 5 dice. I feel like that needs an extra die.
All right.
You have a 5 intimidation?
Well, I have 1 plus strength, I assumed.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, all right.
Combat situation, you can use strength.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's a 6 and a 5.
Okay.
And only 1 1. Yeah.
And I do believe I came up with the will stat for these guys. And I do believe it may have been abysmal. How many successes did you get?
2. Yeah.
We still need to work that out because we say 2 successes, but really we need 2 successes
a
to
hit.
do
That's
Yeah.
fine.
one
That's
thing.
fine. They did the same thing.
Okay.
They did the same thing in Vampire.
Okay.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got 4
it's
successes.
hard to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Same thing.
in Shadowrun, where you have to count hits like that, they have what's called a threshold. So it's like, okay, I got 3 successes. The threshold was 2, so I've succeeded plus 1.
No, this has a target number.
I
The
see.
target
Yeah,
number is the
exactly.
number of successes you
Yeah.
There you go.
Sure.
All right. One of them, or no, out of the tents, it's not their turn.
Okay.
I gotta go in order.
You do.
Yes.
Okay. You
And I
can't
just
interrupt
wanted
me.
to also like did kick his sword away.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna bow it up,
Okay.
and so there's the 2 in front of them, but the one is down.
Your mic is not. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm probably falling. There we go.
We're good. So that's
Yep.
you, I'm going to say.
Yep.
This guy's on the ground. That tent is completely erupted
And that's
in
where
flame.
I maybe saw a guy pop his head out. That
Yes,
was an
and
orc.
then you're
Okay.
hearing rustling come out of these tents, but no one's come out yet. You can hold. Until
Yeah, I think I might hold because I feel like they're very capably engaged with the people in front of them. So I will hold
Okay.
based on the rustling, and then watch as folks come out and
Okay.
possibly take actions accordingly.
All right. All right. 2 of the guys come out of their tents. Well, 3 of them come out of their tents like this. One comes out with a weapon and starts heading towards
That's
you.
a mistake.
3 guys coming out.
He can't get to you this turn, but he's charging you.
Okay.
And then Argus is going to try to grab you by the leg.
That's also a mistake.
Which one identified himself as Argus? I somehow missed
The guy
that.
on the guy on the ground.
Oh, the one
Yeah.
that you had
The
your
really big
Yeah,
guy.
they
Yeah.
was already
That I'm
leaning on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As the guy starts charging Korat, I will go ahead and
Take a shot
at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, the runner?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure.
I mean, he can. That's fine too if you don't want to, but it just saves me a round.
No, totally. Oh, why not? I don't know how many rounds this will be, but let's do. I have Eagle Eye
Okay.
with my bow, so I am going to.
Oh yeah, if I had wanted to activate my Shield Master, is that an action to activate? Or?
No, you just tell me you want to do it.
Okay.
That's
You
can use it
that's
twice.
That's a trait or a
talent or boon.
talent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you just decide, it's only for one roll,
Yeah.
but you can do it twice per session. You can also spend 1 moment of truth to activate it for as many moments of truth as you have.
Okay, so we had decided the Shield Master was going to be I gain 3 dice. Oh, all right.
Is it a talent?
Yeah, yeah. So I think I gain 3 dice.
3 dice.
You probably,
Twice a game.
the way I would think it would work, although you could do whatever you want with those dice, it's going to add 3 dice to your attack pool.
Yeah, okay.
But then you can then set those aside.
Oh,
you need to set
yeah,
them
we
aside in
talked about
pairs,
that.
though.
Yes.
So you'd set those 2 plus 1. That
Yeah.
means that people have to get a +4 to hit, or
Yeah.
4 successes to hit you.
And it looks like the medium shield already puts them at -2 dice. So that's what the rulebook had said, but I don't
is
know
it
if
minus
that's...
2 dice? I don't remember how that worked.
And the armor is 4 DR.
Was it in the Cormont book?
I don't have
I
it.
think it is, but I don't remember
it
how
open.
I don't remember how the skill.
And it's called, what's it called? Shield?
Well, it's just having a shield.
Oh, okay. So let me look.
It's going to be in the. It's going to be in the
Core book?
equipment in the back of the
Okay.
core.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
we're right nearby.
I actually either didn't spell it right or, okay, so not there. Oops.
Yeah, I think it's right after shield, ranged weapon, or right before ranged weapons, I guess. So there's a shield down here, or
Holistic vest, cloth, da-da-da.
Did I take shields out?
Yeah, I
No,
think-
there it is. Shields will make the holder difficult to hit, usually offhand. Small shields
see
give
it.
a -1 penalty. Medium shields give a -2 penalty.
yeah. So I'd put myself down for a medium shield.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So they have to get 4 successes and take 2 dice out of their to hit if you were to
Yeah.
set
okay,
those dice
but they need
aside.
4 successes anyway. To
If you set the dice aside. Those dice add to your attack pool. You can do with them whatever
My hands
you
are getting
want.
sweaty.
well, what's the
Holding my dice.
static benefit of having a shield?
Yeah,
The
without
static benefit
without
of
worrying.
having a shield is -2 dice to their skill roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's pretty significant.
Yeah. All right.
But if you were to use of those bonus dice, use just 2 of them.
Yeah.
That means they have to get 3 successes and they're at -2 dice
Okay. Great. I like that talent. That's,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool.
because you're really good with a shield.
Yeah. Well, I think going after somebody so big, you don't expect them to be defending themselves.
Right.
I'm like, yeah.
Well, regardless, a shield is hard to get around. That's
Yeah.
what they're designed
Oh, yeah.
to do. And if you know how to, if I don't know if you've ever done SCA or whatever, the only thing that's really good against shields and stuff, believe it or not, and I'm going to get a bunch of hate mail for this, is pole arms.
Yeah.
Because they can stand back and get around that shield.
Right, or
But
go for the
swords and
legs,
active-
or-
rough.
Of course, that assumes that they're allowed to do
Yes,
that.
they're allowed to do
Yeah.
that. Anyway,
And morning stars.
and mornings.
Oh yeah, they wrap
Which are
around.
not legal in SCA country.
okay.
Kill people to wrap them around their
Well,
neck.
there you go.
That's because you break bones with them
Sure.
because they get tangled up.
Right. Oh, someone yank on
I
it and
thought
could-
it was somebody got
dislocate
neck
someone's
It's
shoulder
a safety
once,
thing. Yeah, no, it's broken bones.
Okay.
Okay.
So you go ahead and take your shot. You're
Okay.
interrupting their move. Go.
Okay. I was like afraid to wait so long because I'm like,
That's an awful roll.
yeah, no, it is.
Wow.
Yep.
You sure you want your dice back?
No, I totally knew that was going to happen because I was like, I'm holding my dice way too long. I'm holding my dice way too long. No, I did in
Oh, is
my
that what
head.
happens with
Yeah,
putting your hand
and I
to get
literally
jinxed?
put them down
You
because I
warmed
was
them
like,
up. They roll better cold.
that's
Did you get
interesting.
any successes or
no, I have one.
but not
Yeah.
2?
No.
All right.
But I did get. Did I have 2 ones or did I move it too fast? I,
I
can't
think
remember.
you had 2 ones.
Yeah, because I
think you
was
did
trying to be
too.
careful.
3.
Oh, it's 3.
Is it?
What's that one?
Oh yeah, that's a 1
Yeah.
too.
So she has 3 ones and 1
man.
success. That's a
I was
critical
all ready
fail.
to roll, and then
Right?
I sat here and
Well,
held my dice for 32
If I had
years.
to guess,
She shot me in the back.
I would say roll this.
Okay.
If it's a 1, 2, 3, it's you.
Yep.
If it's a 4, 5, 6, it's you.
Okay. Hopefully it's me because I have DR.
I can't see
1,
it.
2.
It's a 2.
Okay.
So
So
go ahead and roll your damage for
my
shooting him in the
God.
back.
at least there's no bonus damage from having a great roll.
That's right.
Just basic damage.
And you still have armor and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you're using the bow is skill +5. Is that right?
6. I have it written down.
Oh,
Because it's
okay.
a composite.
Oh, that's right. All right.
So
Skill +6.
so the skill is the 2.
Friendly fire?
It happens.
And 1, 2.
What type of armor are you wearing? Chain or
Scale.
scale?
Yeah.
We have a pretty good chance of not.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if I do crep roll again.
Yeah. Let's
That's what I'm
it's
saying. You got a pretty good chance.
four,
Well, that's a
five,
lot
right?
of dice.
Four.
keep holding those
Fours
for a
and
while
fives.
longer.
4s or higher?
No, I tell you, no,
Oh.
this is the roll I was going to make before. Before my interrupt was interrupted.
But yeah, these aren't great. That's fine.
So that's a 2.
4 and higher first.
Okay. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 minor. And now count 5s or higher.
3.
And 3 serious.
Okay.
So automatically you deduct the serious first from
Okay,
your DR.
great. Yeah.
So what's your DR?
4.
Okay, so you lose all of the serious plus 1, so you take 4 minor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like thunks into the meat of her shoulder or something?
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
it's shock more than
Yeah,
anything else.
okay.
And a good night's sleep and it's gone.
Oh, okay. So it's more like it clangs off her shoulder and she's like, "You almost shot me."
Right.
Like a little shaken from that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
But it
So-
does during the combat. It is cumulative.
All right. So I'll
to
mark
when
my
you're knocked out.
my 4 HP damage there.
But that's pretty
Okay.
bad because for me, because I mean that guy wasn't up on you.
Right.
Well, I mean, he's running this way, and you're
Okay.
taking the shot, and
Okay.
you know.
And
I'm
you
just
foot
trying to
slipped.
figure.
Right.
There's a flash of fire.
Okay.
You're,
Yeah.
dazzled. Boing.
Yep.
Yeah, once again.
And a tent burst into
explosives.
flames. Right.
Yeah.
But this time you saw it.
It's not my
Yeah.
fault.
Oh, you did good.
Yikes.
Okay.
Jib, it's literally your fault. That's,
Okay. And Argus is going to try to grab your leg and basically kind of wrench
that's
you
a
to the
mistake. Is he at -2 dice?
Oh, he's not rolling anything.
Yeah. Okay. No.
He's like patting your leg.
Caressing your leg in a-
I'm gonna utter
Unsettling
the
manner.
classic orc curse, which is, "May the fleas of 1,000 wolves infest your armpits."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna clobber Argus, who's prone.
Yes, he is.
And so, should I just take this opportunity to do another aimed shot at his head because he's not moving?
Yeah.
So I have a better chance
And
of hitting
since
him.
he's kind of on the ground, I'll let you only have to have one success to hit
So
him.
what do I need to hit him now?
All right.
One success.
All right. I got one,
I see
about
3.
4?
four
Whoa.
successes.
4 successes. So those extra dice become extra damage.
You know what? I lied. That's a misroll. It's only 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I rolled one too many dice.
Oh, that was a bummer.
You still got 2 successes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Roll your damage. Is that enough dice?
7.
Is it? Okay, 7. All right.
It is a blunt weapon.
Right. So, is it still 3s? 3s and higher? Because
Let me look.
It should say on your.
no, because he changed it last time.
I thought he did
No,
that because of
that
the.
was because it was. Oh, you're doing a headshot again?
Yeah.
And you got 2 successes, so that
Oh.
yeah, you're good. So your staff is 4, 6, so it's going to be 3, 5.
So
So everything over 3,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
and everything over
5 or over.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, he's dead. You bash his head in.
Oops.
Crunch.
I'm down to half hit points here, so I'm a little cranky. I'm on fire. Ow! 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 Smolder.
Where are you with dice penalties? Have you hit? that
Oh, that's a
level
very
yet?
good point. I don't know. I'm at 7. I'm at 7 hit points.
It's right there. At 6 hit points, you're at -1, so you're good.
Okay.
All right. Azim.
What are the remaining ones doing now?
'Cause they were-
They're all standing there with their hands like this.
Oh, good. I'm going over
There's
to
3.
Wait, isn't there that runner?
Oh, that's right. You missed
Yeah.
him. That's right.
Yeah.
There's one
Yeah.
charging.
and he still looks like he
Oh.
wants to do that.
He's got a sword in his
There were
hand.
3 coming out of the tent, but he was sprinting.
Yes,
Right?
with a weapon. The other ones
Yeah.
have their hands up.
I mean, Karat's pretty excited to deal with him. So don't feel like you have to.
Karat's got this.
Okay.
I'm
That
not,
shield
I'm
block,
not,
right?
I'm not
let's,
worried
let's
about
stress
it.
test it. I don't think
What I
it's
am
shield
going to do
blocking.
is I want to go over to the tent where the orc was.
So you're headed down. Okay.
Yes.
So you're like in between the tents, across from it. That's about how far you can move.
Okay.
So you're headed down there.
Right.
Okay.
You're basically going to search because you assume the fight's going to be over by the time it comes around to your next turn. All right.
Yeah.
You can take a step. You can move up to him because your move is a very small number. It's usually like 2 or 3 or 4.
4. Yeah.
So you can move and take an action in a turn.
Okay.
So you can move that many meters, which will get you close enough to be able to hit him.
All right. So I'm going to move, activate Shield Master,
Okay.
and so that gives me 3 dice, 2 of which I will add to my already ridiculous defense.
Okay.
So it's like -4 or -3 for him. -3
Well, he's
dice.
-2 dice, but now he has to get 3 successes.
Oh,
as
right.
well.
Okay. And I am going to. So I have one more die for my attack as well.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm going to roll my 8 dice and
Okay.
try to hit him. Is that? Oh, that's a 2.
There's a lot of ones.
Oh, 5. Okay. Phew. 5 and 6.
You
Yay!
hit him. Okay.
Right? That's what.
Yeah.
How many
rolled all
ones?
the
Two,
dice
two
and then-
ones. So that's okay, right? Because
Yeah,
it's a
you're-
tie.
you're still
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Yeah, that was almost ugly. So just the basic damage then.
Your damage is strength plus your skill plus whatever bonus we decided for the weapon. And I don't remember. Do we assume that was
Yeah, we had said
a plus 4?
it was like 6 or
5?
something.
Was it? It might have been 6.
It was whatever the axe. But does anyone have the
Axe.
equipment?
I don't have axe here.
For
Axe
the-
might have been in the blade and tusk.
I want to ask him a question.
There's no axe there. I think it was 6 though.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
strength
We're
plus
gonna go
skill,
with
Just based on the whatever the. Yeah.
strength plus skill plus 6.
See,
Yeah, the mace is +6, so
you'd
that
be
seems-
better
yeah.
off using a big wrench.
Yeah, it's not in there.
It worked for Hamish.
Yeah, I think she'll use the blunt end of the. She has the tabor axe with that hammer side and the
Right.
axe side, and
Work with the.
yeah. So that puts me at
Quarterstaff,
13d6.
Okay, so and everything over 4 will be a minor, and everything at 6 will be a
Yeah.
since it's the blunted side.
Underrated.
So I've got 8 dice, so I'll start
Want
with
more?
this
Here.
and- yeah, thanks. Unless you've got all 13. Yeah, I just need 5 more. So.
Here, do you want these? You want the green ones?
Oh yeah, I got green orc dice.
All right, they've been rolling well for me.
That's 6 dice.
I thought you said okay.
5 plus 8. Yeah, that's 6.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I know.
4s though, right?
4s do minor, yeah.
Yeah. This is
I
embarrassing.
can't read half your dice.
This
I
is
can.
embarrassing.
They're little. Like, it was like a weird.
Yeah, that's not great, but
Yeah, they betrayed you.
6.
6 minor, and how many 6s did you roll?
1.
2.
One.
There's 1 there.
Okay.
So
it's
he did 8,
Yeah.
so he's hurt.
Here,
Okay.
of course,
See,
in
those are
here.
yours. These are mine.
Oh no, somebody
All right.
else.
Is it me? I was leaning over.
Yeah, it's probably
me.
you.
So guys are still
He's
coming
engaging.
out,
Yes.
but they're
Yep.
but
Yes.
you're engaging.
Yeah.
I will move out of the bushes.
Okay.
Out of the cover, with my crossbow towards the men who are allegedly giving up.
Is it a crossbow or is it a
Composite.
Oh, I'm sorry, composite. I
You
keep
keep
saying
saying
crossbow. Yeah, composite. Yep. Are there any more men at the camp?
No. Only us. The tents are small.
Okay, so they. I
They
was
have to
gonna-
be pretty lovey-dovey.
Okay, cool.
It's France. I don't judge.
I'm not going to get in Korat's
I
way
judge you
of
for being French.
doing what Korat's got to do.
Judge them for not surrendering when Korat shouted at this
Yeah.
one guy. Like,
And they lied to me.
yeah, that was ridiculous.
Who are you men?
We're still in combat here, aren't we?
Yeah.
No, but
you got your one.
okay.
You got your one
Yeah,
question. and then
she's-
we'll
okay.
move over. He's going to take a swing at you.
Yeah.
He's not gonna
I
do-
only asked because
Okay.
I might die if he actually gets it to me.
He's not going to do it well.
Oh, the guy that is trying to
Yeah.
get.
I mean, he just got hit for 8 as well, so he might be
don't
minus
think
for
you're
the
He's at
amount of
minus
damage.
2.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do you have any dice left? He's like -2 for me.
2.
Oh boy. Come at me, bro.
Boxcar.
Ah!
I love it.
does that happen?
I love it.
All right.
Well, you got it too.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't. I said he had a sword. I said
Yeah.
it's a short sword. So 4 plus 5.
I'm just gonna yell for you to bind these men. So do with that what you will.
4's first. 1, 2, 3, 4 minor. 3 serious.
Okay, so
7 total.
take the 3 serious and 1 minor off.
Yeah.
And what's that leave me with?
3 minor.
3 minor.
Okay. Total of 7 damage here.
Yeah. Okay. So when we do damage, we're gonna have to keep a separate pool, right?
They all count against the same amount.
Because okay. So except that I got to because one heals back slower than the other.
Yeah, you need to you need to log them separately because
Yeah.
serious damage takes a long time to heal.
Because I wrote them all down as 1. So
All right. Oh, and also I'm at 6 hit points left, so I'm at -1 d6
Yes.
for my next one.
I think it was 3 serious and
Oozle.
4. Yeah. I'm just trying to.
I think serious would have been the lower, so probably 3 serious.
Can I hit this guy?
Sure.
Can I step up and hit that guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it 5 this time and not be 6. Nope.
Oh, that's not a 6?
No.
Nope,
it's
that's a
one.
1.
That's the one. Oh, okay.
It's because they're hero dice.
I missed.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
I
Do what calls to you.
Well, I have conflicting desires here. I do want these guys neutralized, but I also want to go through this orc shaman's belongings before anyone else does.
And the tent is burning.
Right. So I'm going to grab. So yeah, I'm going to grab the tent.
Uh huh.
My objective is to like grab the tent and like fold it back on itself and try to put out flames.
Okay. All right.
pull
You
it
can do
off.
that.
Smother it.
Pull the whole thing off. Throw it aside.
Yeah. I mean, it's a tent in the sense that it's staked down on 2 sides with 2 poles in the middle.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
I'm-
no floor
tarp.
to it.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Like I
You
said,
can
I
literally
want
just pull it off. And
I want to pull it off and like flip it so that my goal is to get it away from the belongings, but to put out the fire if possible.
easily done.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
So, pull it off. Back to Korot.
This guy looks like he wants to keep fighting.
Hell yeah.
No, he's
He just got a good hit in. He thinks he's
Yeah.
doing good.
all right.
And I missed him.
He's wrong. All right. Well, I'm going to. So the shield master was good for 1 roll, right? So
Yes.
that was all right. Well,
You
I'm
can
gonna-
use it twice per session.
Yeah.
Plus, you can always throw in a mot to use it again.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my second use.
Okay.
And I will again commit 2 of those dice to my defense and roll 8 dice for the attack.
Okay.
That's a little better. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's just okay. 3 successes.
Okay. I'm going to run in the house real quick.
Cool.
Ooh, something
Squealy.
That was me.
Classic. That was classic feedback.
Even my
Thank you.
Can I have 5 of those dice again?
Here, why don't you try these
want
this
these?
time?
Oh, well, yeah.
I got white or black.
Black.
Got me half a chunk
There's
of that
6 there,
cheese there.
so
Sure.
cool. I got lots of dice.
Not
5
necessarily a slice.
5 plus 8 is 13, right? Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
that's
good.
perfect.
Me too. It's time for cheese.
You want one of those?
Sure.
It's always time for cheese.
What kind of cheese is this?
Cheddar, horseradish.
Oh, it's the same one? Mm-hmm. That's yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 3. Okay.
Horseradish cheese.
It's really good. It shouldn't be that good.
Yeah.
It's yummy. Somebody's sizzling and I don't know. It's not
Is
me.
it me?
That's my daughter always looking out for me.
Hey, that's
Aw,
nice.
finally.
Oh, no. No, I had to go in and find out myself if it was there.
Oh, I see.
No, that's what I mean.
I thought maybe she texted you, like, hey, come get pizza.
Oh, no.
No.
No, that was sarcasm.
I see.
She didn't even tell her brother there was food.
I'm all caught
Really?
up now.
No, there's 2 pizzas there with 2 slices missing. Mm-hmm. Allie, how many slices do you have? 2. Does your brother know the pizza's here? Oh.
Survival of the sassiest.
Right.
Well, I rolled my damage.
Okay.
I've got 7 dice that are 4s and up.
Okay, that's minor. All right.
By the way, she flipped it around to the bladed side because this guy's done. Like,
Right.
She's offended
Okay.
that he would continue this.
He had the audacity to hit her.
Yes. Yeah, that's beyond the pale. So there's 7 of those and then 3 6s.
Okay.
To make it serious. So 10
That's 10
damage
total.
with 3 serious.
And he already took some, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's out.
Okay. All right. Well, that's resolved.
Now,
Thank you.
Ooh.
no more lying. Who lit the orphanage on fire?
All 3 of them point to where the
wait,
burning
did I do
corpse of the orc is.
Go backwards.
I think we're out of initiative.
Oh, because he's
Yeah.
cool.
Now, that would have been a lot easier if you'd just done that to start with. Now we're going to have to take you all into town, and you're probably going to lose your heads. Come here. Line up. Drop your weapons.
They run off the other direction. You haven't really given them a very enticing reason to deal with you.
Never return to this valley.
I had to try to shoot one of them in the leg
Oh
because
my
these are the
goodness.
guys that I had like my arrow trained on and told them to. Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and
But-
take your shot.
If you want, I'm looking to maim, not to kill. So if I have to call that a called shot, I will totally do that.
He doesn't have to live long after you get him to town.
Why not? This is the last.
I need throwing axes.
Yeah.
Or a sling or something.
Oh,
hatchets.
seriously.
No, this.
Oh, I
one
did
and
get a
one.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. They're like 4 4s in here, 5 4s or something. And I did get 2 1s, but I got 2 successes.
Okay. All right. Roll and roll
Phew,
damage.
Dennis. Okay.
You, Dennis?
Yeah, it's that was dumb. There's a Canadian illustrator. You should check out these books. Me Bigfoot is one of them. There are 3. He's hilarious. His name
Me
is
Right Book.
Graham something. Yeah, Me Right Book. He is way too funny. 1, 2, 4.
They are
5,
hilariously funny.
6 plus skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this one. Because I'm doing 4s and 5s, yeah. So that's poopy. That's a 6. That's a crappy one. And these 2 are crap. Okay, so 3 that were above 4 and above. Pirate.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, pirate flag in Little Islands, I think, or something.
Oh, they're compasses.
Oh, okay.
They're compass rose. I mean, yeah.
I just know the one's a pirate flag, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I have 3 and then 2. 3 that are 4 and above.
Okay.
And 2 that are 5 and above.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right. He's on the ground.
Cool. So at least one of them has to.
If you want to take shots at the rest, I mean, I'm sure you got a couple rounds before they
Okay.
go away.
Well, there's just one other guy running.
Because I
right?
can't,
Yeah.
I don't think I can catch one.
Oh, there were 2 other ones. Okay. I'm happy to try to shoot again. Because that's gone. Had mixed results.
I'm going to put you at -1 die now for range.
Okay, that's fair. I'm going to take this one. Oops. I got 2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So then I do 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, I'm sorry. +2. Let's do both of those. I spun them. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And it did a bunch of
fancy.
weird. But I did get 4s. Oh, that's a 5. That's a 5, right? Or it was-
Looked like it.
Sorry, what's that one? Not a 6. These are 4s. Okay, so that was a little bit better. 6 minor,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 serious. Not major and minor. It's
Okay,
serious.
all right.
Okay.
That guy's down as well. The third guy, you're going to be at -2 die save.
That seems
you wanna
entirely
take-
Try
fair.
it. Try it.
Yeah.
You
why
got
not?
nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
Except an arrow.
Well, and I could. I'm just going to do it like this. I'm not going to spend a mot. Like I seriously have to get him. But I could.
I want you to get him. I really want you to get him.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Let's just say I feel that.
Okay.
I'm feeling it.
You get 3 dice for a mott?
She has a talent.
Yeah, I'm using my talent
I
again.
see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I should have said that.
Eagle
yeah.
eye or whatever.
Yeah,
Make up for
because
the
I
fact
already
that you
used it
missed.
on the last guy, and
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully. Right? We'll see. That's a 6, that's a 6, that's a 6, that's a 5, that's a 6, that's a 5.
All right, you get a lot.
That was so cool.
Yeah, it was.
I got 6 hits.
Father be praised.
Yeah.
I totally see Adeste going,
Right.
and then she just turns around and walks away
Wait for it.
before the arrow even gets there. And
You're
then
like-
And then he explodes.
Yeah. What are you doing? Shoot him. No, I got this.
she's like, just like,
You ever
and
see
you hear
Quick?
off in the distance, whack!
You
Hello!
ever see Quickly Down Under? The guy grabs the bucket, he's writing, and he gets
Oh,
the thing
yeah.
out, and he's
Yep.
That'll be far enough, then he shoots. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hello. I forgot. I gotta do some hurt.
And you get extra damage for all those extra successes.
Yeah, you probably we should probably institute that. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I keep recounting my dice.
So you had what, 6?
I had 6 successes.
Yeah, go ahead and add like 3.
Okay. 3,
Out of
6.
curiosity, it's possible to roll a hit and then roll all misses on your damage dice to hit and do 0 damage.
It's very rare, but yes, it's possible.
Oh, no,
Statistically,
I
it is
can do
possible to happen.
Yeah.
I did it in Star Wars. I did it in Travelers.
Okay.
Oh, 5. 4. These are not good. That's a 6 again. These are 4s. That's a 5. That's a 6. And that's a... So, 8 minor. Yeah, and 4 serious.
All right, he's dead. You shoot him in the back of the
okay,
head.
well,
you
that's what he
you
gets.
aimed for the leg, but you hit him in the
He
head.
was a little far.
Yeah.
It's hard to be that accurate.
Yes.
Unless you're a sniper. Or a holy assassin.
Mm-hmm.
What? I didn't say that.
Yeah. Karat has a theory.
I know. That's why I was saying it, because you said that last game.
What was the name of the orc clan that came through here?
The Zon.
So I'm gonna look at Korat and say in Orcish, that's a Zon shaman.
Well, we'll definitely have to bring this up with the Zon chief. This is unacceptable.
Let's go find out.
Yeah. So we don't have anybody. We have a bunch of guys shot in the leg.
You got 2 that are conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That are shot in the leg. You've got dead Argus. You've got dead other guy that attacked you, and you got the guy that she shot in the head, and you got the burned up orc.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have interest.
Damn.
And you're what are you doing to try to put out the fire, or are you just trying to grab
Already
stuff?
did that.
Okay.
Yeah, he just took the
Got it.
took the tent off of the stuff.
So I guess I would trudge towards them because I mean they're pretty lame. Like got him thigh,
Yeah,
leg,
like
whatever.
through the calf or through
Yeah.
the thigh.
They're not going to get away.
Okay.
Your arrow is sticking through the back of his leg, and perched on the end of it is his patella.
Wow. Took an arrow to the knee.
And it's like I'm going to need that back. I only have 20 arrows. No one knows how to buy arrows. No, I'm kidding. Probably the one that goes through people's heads are not able to be saved. I'm guessing.
Oh, that probably
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
screwed up the
Yeah, it would be
head.
cracked.
It squishes the arrowhead.
Yeah.
Very scary.
I know. It was a very scary squeaky noise.
So I'm gonna go over to
I'll
the shaman's
I'll
tent.
shut that.
Oh, I
it's
forgot to
open.
Close it.
So I'm gonna go over to the shaman's tent, which is
Well, he's
where
already
he
he's
is.
already
Yeah,
there
yeah.
digging through
That's
it.
fine.
You find a like a scroll case. Not books per se, but you find a scroll case, and there's some food, and there's what looks like some supplies that you might recognize.
I'll take those.
Okay,
And the scrolls. And the scroll case.
and then the rest of it's mostly clothes. And stuff.
And, I mean, we're all there. Is this
Yeah.
like a secret action, or is
No,
this
no.
a...
You
yeah,
went
okay.
before we
I was
did,
just over
when-
there before you guys.
Yeah, when stuff was
Yeah,
you were
he
still
tore
fighting.
the tent off while
Well,
you were
yeah,
there.
that's fine, but it's like,
yeah.
I just wanted, it's like 10 feet away, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a long, okay. I just wanted to make sure I have the right picture in my mind.
Yes.
All right, so Azim, we need to look and see what tribe this orc is affiliated with, if any of those have identifying markers, we're going to need to look through them.
And you say that in common, in French?
Yeah.
Tell our friends, perhaps if they speak in English, in French next time and not in Orcish, we share all our secrets as well. Because I'm walking towards the... You've been doing a lot more talking in Orcish
No, that was in French.
in front of us. No, but you just did some talking in Orcish again.
Oh, when was that?
Right now, when I said if that's a Zon
Oh,
shaman,
that part. Yeah, yeah.
This is like the third or
Do
fourth
I see
time in
any
like a day.
identifying marks or anything?
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff on it. It's like a leather case that has a bunch of scrolls that.
Let's make some sense out of that.
Okay,
Education plus linguistics,
sure.
or not?
No. It there's writing on it, and it's squiggly.
It will take some time to make.
How about,
it will take some time to make sense out of.
history plus Orcish.
Or you
Or
just
I
make-
got lingual, multilingual.
Well, it's the writing on it might be in Orcish.
Yeah.
You can just try to read
So
it.
what do I need for that? So history is at a 0.
Can you read?
I got multilingual French. Yeah, I can. Read in... Oh, no. Is that a skill? Is to buy read?
No. Is your character literate?
Yeah.
Okay. On
Right.
on the case, it has the name of the Zon shaman circle.
Oh. Yeah, it says right here, Zon Shaman Circle, in French.
I'm probably out of earshot
So
at this point. Because I'm
Pop it
going
open
towards
and
the dudes.
I'll look at see if there's like orders or something.
No, it's scroll. You've seen them use them and studied them before. It has a bunch of scrolls in it.
Right. There's no orders or anything, and it's just this is their equivalent of their magical library stuff.
Basically.
I'm going to kind of paw through the orc himself. Is a guy. Yeah, just kind of paw through his pockets and clothes and just see
He has a purse. He's got like
any,
8 denarii on him.
yeah, but any like jewelry or identifying marks or anything like that.
He's wearing the tattoo of a Zon shaman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, if you want to study these, that's fine. I'm going to go over to Argus,
Okay.
see if he has any orders or anything on him. What I'm looking for is if there's any connection to the guard.
Oh, okay.
What's he got on him?
Money.
Money?
He's got some money.
Yeah, money's good.
He's got
Money.
like 4 denarii.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, with the 8 denarii, I'm going to make sure everybody gets 2 of those.
Okay.
So that's
All right.
So, is there any sign that these guys are all ex-soldiers or anything,
Everyone had
or is
2
there
denarii.
any sign that they?
Argus looks like he probably was. He has a sword that looks like it's seen a lot of battle, and he had armor on. The other ones that you've seen that were in those other tents, they don't look like they were. They're like the guy that the 2 that gave up. They look too young.
Yeah.
Oh no, they all ran. But
I'm-
they all
that's who I'm
basically looked
walking
like they were
towards.
probably too young to have fought in the war, because that was a few years ago.
Right.
unless they've got elf blood in them.
That's possible, or they're vampires.
Yeah, or vampires. Yeah.
Do they twinkle?
after
It's
dark.
nighttime. You don't
Yeah.
know.
Vampires don't twinkle.
Well,
I,
I say we can eat some food here. I need to get some bandages because I'm on fire.
There's a lot of food.
I was walking towards the wounded.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So if I get there, well, when I get there, they're a little bit probably spread apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one I get to, you and your men are what part of what group? Your soldiers? Are you with the city guard?
No. We follow Argus.
And who is Argus? Or who was
He
Argus?
points down. It is him. He's big. He scares people. We eat. We go to sleep with full bellies.
You
Get
work.
a job, hippie.
Yeah. You work for food. You do not take food out of other people's mouths.
What we did is work.
It's not work. It is crime. Crime doesn't pay. I'm the Batman. I know. I'm dark.
I am the Batman.
Yeah. The Bat Nun.
I'm gonna tend to
They're
people's. I'm gonna start
jerks.
tending to people's wounds. I'm gonna start with Oozle.
Okay.
I have a thought about medic, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Get your hands off.
I think every success gives you clears a serious. I
Yeah.
think.
And does a serious clear 2 minor?
No. No, the minor goes away
On its
normally
own.
on its own.
Okay.
On its own. So yeah, how many serious did you have?
3.
3. They're burns, right?
Yeah.
These will take some time to heal.
Yeah.
But I will continue to tend them.
No, it's okay. It's all right. I just get back to the inn with some whiskey. It'll be fine.
You might have some unguent from the horse.
I'm going to stalk out to where those
Yeah.
Okay.
the guys have been shot down, where she
Yeah.
is, and just offer to just put the axe and the shield away and just pick,
Yeah.
just
And
drag
I will
them
totally
along.
tell you,
Okay.
they're just bandits. They follow this man.
Well, from the looks of his sword here, it looks like he was an ex-soldier. I don't know. Does the orphanage need workers? These two need to
Mods
get
for
jobs.
failures, right?
Huh?
Mods
These
for
two
failures,
need
right?
Yeah.
To,
2. Please.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Thank you.
They have stolen. This is a crime.
They'll be taken to justice.
Well, I
Absolutely.
thought rebuilding that orphanage or rebuilding that barn might be good work for them.
I agree.
She should not have to police these men.
Well,
Perhaps the
Alright.
guards could do their job
Indeed.
and put these boys to work. Are these
That is
not-
also a question. Why did the guards have no interest in finding these men? It's not like it was difficult.
I suspect, as I mentioned, Lady Adelaide feels that the mayor does not look upon them entirely with favor because they are of the Carmelite order, and he is not as faithful.
might also be just it's too far outside the city for city guards to be handling.
And I doubt these guards have anything near the.
These are
Combat
his people
experience.
as well, though.
I'm
These
sure
are not.
yeah, but city guards don't want to go tromping
The
around in the
mayor
wilderness
turns
getting
his
shot at.
back on your faith.
Ugh, this
Possibly.
is getting tedious. Okay, I'm gonna go get some stew.
All right, yeah, they've got.
You again want to eat other people, dead people's food.
It's gonna go to waste.
They're not using it.
Yeah, it's perfectly good
Gonna go
food.
bad. So yeah, I'm just gonna haul these guys back. Are these men not quite young? They seem. I
They look
can't
like
tell
they're
with
maybe,
humans.
Maybe 17
Yeah.
or so.
Okay.
Directing
maybe
that
16.
to a Destiny, like
They're
Ooh,
children.
They're-
Argus was a big guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, he's big.
What's he wearing?
He's wearing
says
chain.
the Oracle
Chainmail.
silk
A silk
armor.
Will
Maybe.
it fit me?
Probably, yes. It's a string.
A chainmail bard.
Let the rings
3.
out a little bit.
Yes, it'll fit you. So it's like the undershirt, the like.
It's a little
the
taste
cloth-
around the chest.
cloth-
Yeah.
the
Put that
cloth
on
undershirt and
underneath
then
my normal stuff there. Yeah, it's like
cloth
a,
undershirt, and then the chainmail goes over it.
Just
Yeah.
because they'll have a little.
You don't want to wear
little
chainmail by
bit of
itself.
An
Maybe.
ale belly.
Yeah, I don't know. Zoos
It'll
will have
get
an
caught
ale
in your
belly.
bristles.
yeah.
I'm just picturing Gimli,
So
yeah.
it's like the chainmail like sits on top
Yeah.
of the belly shelf.
I'm kind of getting a Volstagg vibe from
Oh,
Oozle.
totally.
He likes to eat a lot, and he likes to drink a lot, and he's a big loudmouth
Very cool.
storyteller.
Yeah, I love it.
Gimli, son of
No,
Boyne.
super awesome.
Yeah.
Much more Volstagg than Gimli.
Gimli's
Right.
going. Yeah.
Like that whole lying now, I don't want any more lying.
Yeah.
It's very Volstagg.
Yeah.
Okay,
Simple request.
I'm good to leave it here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
8 o'clock
seems
now.
like a good spot.
Perfect.
We'll,
End
Yep.
right now.
we'll
Works.
just take over their camp for the night, probably. And
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it?
that's probably a good idea.
It's probably a soldier's common knowledge that it's better to leave those arrows in their legs,
yeah.
right? Like if we could make that.
They might have more arrows here anyway. There might be some.
Oh yeah, no,
But
I
just
I
'cause
was kind of kidding.
They
too,
would
'cause
start
can
bleeding like
certainly
crazy
buy
if we
some.
pull them out, right? That's
Exactly.
like a common knowledge thing,
Yes.
or
Well, and
should
not
I
only
roll?
that, but they could actually.
Okay.
I would stop you from
Yeah.
Yeah.
from taking.
But I just think, as a experienced soldier, you know,
It's best to
Karat
leave
would
that
know.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll bandage Karat's wounds.
Well, she's only got minor wounds, so
Oh, she only has minor.
yeah.
Okay.
So I don't
She's
know if
fine.
she looks a little, you know, she had to catch her breath at the end, but
Okay.
she'll be
So
all
he's
right.
you're achy and
Once
sore. You got a
again,
big lump with an
quarterstaff
arrowhead.
for the win,
Yeah.
right? I'm single-handedly redeeming
That was kind
quarterstaff.
of crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There's a reason.
There's a lot of leverage to a long stick.
they are. And the
Seriously.
quarterstaff is like not made out of it's not like a curtain rod. It's made out of oak or ash, and
right.
sometimes has iron on it. I mean,
That's a
And
serious
sometimes
business.
they're an inch and a half thick,
And-
and 2
and we-
inches thick. They
we,
can be-
Yeah,
we
for
laugh
an
at
orc.
we laugh at the whole duel between Robin Hood and Little John.
No,
but
that is serious business.
yes, it is.
All right, so I'm down to 2
We,
months.
I swear we had this conversation. Well, I know we had this conversation during Vast Dominions, but it's about the skills and associating it with education. Mm-hmm. And I know you did some things, and I'm wondering if it's different than what. You remember how like some of the updates weren't on the document that you sent
Yeah.
us? Because here's the thing that I guess I was thinking about the other day, and I forgot to say it when we played last time, is it really like putting you only get 6 points to spend in your stats.
Yes.
So putting points
Good thinking.
into education is a big deal.
Thank you for bringing them.
But you literally only get like I don't know
ate
if
most of
his
that.
education is a 4, but he only
Yeah,
gets 2 more skill points than me. Because of the way the math works, we do a plus
Isn't
big
it
number.
Isn't it
I think you
education
increase the
times 2 plus something?
rate, but it only means 2.
Oh, I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
you get
I see what you're
I
saying.
think you
or-
increased the multiplier.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's,
you know what? I didn't, but I think we did talk about
because
it.
otherwise it's like honestly for 2 skill points it's really
I
not.
wouldn't pay it.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not worth it to have the extra education.
The only thing it gets you is an extra die
Yeah.
on things that use
You,
education.
yeah, you would want that to be a little more meaty. I
So
think,
maybe
and
3
meaningful.
times?
Yeah, 3 or 4. It depends. on
Maybe I think 4 times initially.
And then because I
Oh,
did is I
yeah.
bumped up the multiplier,
Yeah.
or not the multiplier. I
the
bumped
addition,
up the constant.
You
which
bumped
is
up the base.
which honestly helps everybody though. Not it's still
So
the
maybe
1
make it
times 2.
4 times education, and then drop the
Yeah.
Then drop
multiplier.
the-
Yeah.
then drop the
Because
constant.
if it's 10, maybe it should be 8 or something, and
Right.
then the other one's like.
I think what I did in the most recent rules is, if you want your characters to have a lot of skills and be really good at all the stuff, make this number 12. Or
Yeah.
if you want it to be a grittier game where you don't have a broad amount of skills, make it
Right.
6. I think
Yeah.
I made that sort of like a dial.
Sure.
Azima's a very skill-based character. I don't have a single skill over 1.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that really?
Yeah.
My I think my thing kind of came.
Yeah,
loose,
most
'cause
of mine too. I have my one-handed fighting at 3.
Right.
But that's because I thought, well, somebody's got to be super good at this thing. So
Absolutely.
I went for that.
But that's kind of what made me think of it when
Part of that,
'cause that's
sorry,
a skill-based character.
and part of that is the cost of buying magic, because you have to buy like 12 things.
Yeah, there's a bunch of skills you suddenly have to spend points on. Yeah.
Right.
And if you're only getting 2 more skill points than I am,
Yeah.
that's pretty tricky.
Yeah, and that was also part of where, like, with Karat, originally I put her education at 3 because I wanted to try and have her be the part-time caster, that
Right.
sort of,
Oh yeah.
not a bunch of stuff.
But almost impossible to buy the skills you need
Yeah,
to do
We
it.
can
Well,
all discuss this later.
Yeah.
If you guys
Oh,
are all
yeah,
off. Bye.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Thank you for joining us for session 4. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Hi.
Next week we have Mote of Sin is back
Yeah.
on Sunday,
And
and tomorrow is
Tomorrow Legion.
Tomorrow Legion.
Tomorrow Legion. And then, yeah.
Thank you very
Where
much.
is your past? Tomorrow Legion.
Transition.
How long will
yeah,
it
go ahead.
last?
Where is it? There it is.
But no stopping.